What's up, fight fans? We are back at it with another edition here at Round One Sports TV. I am always your host, Edwin, and where do all fights start? Round one. Man, listen, we have a lot to talk about. Navarrete fight last night. Unfortunately, I was a little bit under the weather. I didn't get to watch it. Some people might say I ducked the smoke. I didn't want to put the Notre Dame's title on the line. These are all lies. We'll talk about that and more. We're going to break down this Devin Haney, Ryan Garcia, little family squabble. The Haneys are down bad right now. They're down 2-0 to the Garcias. We're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk boxing. So please do me a favor. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to hit that 5,000 mark right now, subscribers. Let's try to see if we can reach that goal today. Become a Round One Sports Talk member. Let's hop right into this episode. I'm gonna have to hit this intro thing twice. Y'all. Good thing I had a backup one, right? Yo, I didn't erase the other one on accident just like 3 seconds ago. Fucking ridiculous. Yo, what's up, Towers? How you doing? In the building. What's up? Bobos boxing. What's up, baby? You ducked the Mexican. That's nice. Listen, Bobos. Yo, Bobos, listen. No, wait. I knew y'all was gonna come at me, right? Check this out. All I did, I was letting y'all have y'all moment. The Mexico, here you go, right? Because somehow last night I just knew Puerto Rico was going to be down bad. You know what I'm saying? And we weren't even fighting. You know what I mean? Yo, somehow we were going to be down bad last night. But yo, shout out to Mexico last night. Yo, Vargas fought that Argentinian. That Argentinian kid was sharp, right? You know what I'm saying? Quintana was he was crafty, but he was intelligent, okay? Because he was hitting off of Vargas's shots. He was surprising Vargas with a lot, and he hurt Vargas downstairs to the body. He did. That third punch was low, but I felt like, listen, overall, Vargas needed that. In general, he needed that kind of fight. He showed me that he's willing to be the aggressor in the fight, even when someone's fighting him back. Vargas finally lost rounds in a fight, and I seen him, and then he made adjustments. That Vargas kid, he's a fighter. That's a fighter. I like that dude. And I'm going to tell you right now, Mexico, he came out with the Mexican shorts. With the Mexican, he had the American, right? If y'all don't claim him, we claiming him. I'll take him. I'm telling you right now, don't play with us. Listen, we will make him Puerto Rican real quick, all right? Yo, y'all got a good one. Yo, Mexico, y'all got a good one right there in that fight. I hope y'all embrace this kid, man, and really back him up. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that American-Mexican war you guys got going on. We got the same war going on in Puerto Rico. So I understand it. No matter where I'm from in America, in Puerto Rico back home, I'm a New York Rican. No matter what I do, you know what I mean? I ain't never gonna be good enough. I don't know. So I get it. But Vargas, man, that kid, bro, he did a lot of good stuff in that ring last night. A lot of good stuff, and I was pretty impressed. I was pretty impressed by the kid he was fighting. I didn't know anything really about Quintana. I didn't, and watching Quintana, he has some legendary reaction, like his facial expressions when Vargas was hitting him. He was like, Like yeah, his facial. I was crying, but I didn't see much of the card. I saw like 2 or 3 fights. Like man, I was just like, there's like a bug going around, and like my daughter got it, and I got it, and man, I was just like real uncomfortable. I was like, I'm just gonna lay down and shit. And maybe it was for the best. And maybe it was for the best because Bobos was waiting for me. He was waiting. They was waiting for me to. Listen, I ain't losing my belt on Mexican Independence Weekend. That's what it felt like, right? And then shout out to I didn't see the fight, so I don't want to talk about it. But the Mexican upset it, the American in the fight. So I'm gonna go back. I have to watch it. I saw like 2 or 3 highlights and then I turned it off because I didn't want to see the highlights. I'm gonna go back later and I gotta watch the fight, and then I'll speak more on that. Oh, Smalls. Yeah, he beat him. Yeah, I gotta go watch that. The kid was crafty like a motherfucker, bro. Yeah, he was. Did you see him? Yo, he was a lot better than I thought. I thought, Top Rank's gonna bring around a General Vargas. The way he's knocking these dudes out, he got like some record in Madison Square Garden for like one of the fastest knockouts from a prospect or something. So I know that Vargas was on a high, and he's walking through these dudes, man. He's like, boom, 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 boom. Yo, and then last night when I saw him fight, no, I saw him really tested. What I liked about him is that he didn't shy away from the fight, Vargas. Even when he was stunned, he wasn't really like stunned. He was stunned by a surprise punch, is what I meant. Like when the guy caught him with a surprise and he'd be like, oh shit, how did I get hit? That kind of stun. Not stunned in the fact that he was wobbling. Let me clear that up, right? Even when he was shocked and not like shocked, shock's a harsh word, right? Even when he was surprised in situation, better, right? He would surprise El General, right? Bam! And then El General would come out the next round and he would make adjustments to it. You seen how El General was taking away his jab. He was parrying the jab in the beginning. Bam, 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 right? And he was stepping around his shots. And bam, 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 he was popping them. But then Quintana figured it out. He said, he's going to hit me and he's going to stay there. He's going to be there to be hit. When Vargas threw the punch, he hit him with the same hand back. Pow! And he countered quick. He had a sharp body shot to the body, that Quintana kid. And it was long. It was real long. When Vargas would flare out, like he would circle out, he would catch him on the way out. Boom! Right? So, listen, I thought that fight was better. It was played at a better level for where those two men are. Now, for Vargas, not for Quintana. I later found out more about Quintana. He had a better record. He was like holding out on fights. He wanted some big fights and shit. So he was going, bite. Look, as for Quintana, does this bring his stock down because he lost to a fighter like Emmanuel Vargas because he has a low record? Or does the boxing world recognize his skill? And that fight was better than some other fights that would be higher up at the 140. That fight was better than some of those fights when some of those guys up there. Now, I'm not going to jump out the window here. I'm not going to say that the Vargas kid, he's ready for a title fight. He's title, I would say, if I had to compare him to someone, if I had to judge the Vargas kid to someone that's active, it would be Abdullah Mason. He's in an Abdullah Mason kind of situation that if you put the right champion at the right time with this kid, he might just beat him. What up, Koki? He'll beat him, right? But I'm not sure if he's ready for like, just like I feel like Abdullah. Like I wouldn't put Abdullah Mason in with Tank Davis. I don't think he's ready for Tank Davis. Tank Davis will just take that belt. You understand what I'm saying, guys? You know what I mean? Abdullah kind of got like right place, right time. It wasn't like Abdullah was killing everybody, then became a mandatory and you had to fight me type shit. He fought for a vacant title and he was a talented kid and a top contender turned prospect turned contender. But that's how I view the Vargas kid. I wouldn't say he's like, yeah, let's get him a world title fight. No, I wouldn't do that. Now, if it fell into his lap and an opportunity of vacant belt somehow appeared, like if Tank gets stripped and he walks away, I don't know, something, and he fought under that situation, yes. Yes, I would be like, yeah, put him in. Xander did the same thing. You understand? It's kind of like you got to break it down. So, but I love the kid. I love the kid, man. Koki, what's up? You got a call? I love the kid, and I want to see more of him. I want to see Vargas. He's really coming along real well, and I have high expectations for that young Mexican fighter. What's up, Koki?
Yo, Emiliano Vargas, man, amazing talent, but it goes to show how tough Argentina is as a country because every time you find out about a guy from Argentina, you know what to expect. Like that tough, high volume style, like good chin. Shout out to Argentina. Man, that was impressive, man. That fight, I was so entertained, man, because I'm thinking Emiliano, was going to stop him early with these punches he was landing. But this guy kept coming forward. He kept showing him, I could match with you. I could keep up.
Right.
And man, were you entertained by that fight? I feel like that was probably the fight of the night.
Man, that fight was it was amazing to watch because it surprised me in the fact that I got a lot of answers to a lot of questions. I wanted to see Emiliano test it, right? And then you always get that guy that's like a surprise fight, like when Jerron Boots Ennis fought Karen. Then Karen showed the world who he is. And we were like, oh shit, this dude came out. Quintana kind of did that. Quintana gave the type of fight. He really went in there to try to beat the Vargas kid. He was going to walk away with all his fame, everything. And this Vargas kid, if he wasn't careful, those are the kind of fights that the young stars lose to.
Yeah.
Look at Smalls, right? You a little underestimated because you're riding on a high. You're thinking I'm unbeatable.
Yeah.
Shout out to Carmel Moten. He packed up that guy too.
Yeah.
Right? Look, these young guys got to know when not to take the foot off the gas. You could fall off the horse. Keyshawn Davis.
On a positive note, that guy Quintana did dig in Emiliano's soul and took something out of there that maybe Emiliano needed. Maybe he needed that to find out that I'm really a warrior.
That. Yes, he needed that. And shout out to Vargas for bringing that fight out of Quintana and making him train that hard and preparing a great game plan. Those two guys weren't in there playing around. Both of those men knew that if they win, one step closer.
That's the reason why I love the mid cards. I love the mid cards over the main event.
The main event was great, but if you noticed, the co-main event and the main event both got stopped by swollen eyes.
Right.
Both of them.
COD Chris is a little emotional in the chat. He's like, COD Chris wrote, round one, you said Ryan surpasses Tank, and he said round one more like clown one. In my opinion,
let me thank you, Koki. Let me answer that. Okay, brother. With respect here at Round One Sports Talk, I'll take bullshit talking. I'm not sensitive. So you said that, and I would like to answer it. How do you think that Tank surpassed Ryan? How do you think right now in the situation in today's time? Are you living in yesterday? Are you one of those type of fans that think that you can win today's game with yesterday's score? What you once were a year or 2 years ago. Let me tell you something. Tank is a huge star, and he had the face of boxing torch in his hand, right? Here comes Ryan Garcia that loses to you. And today, when Ryan Garcia woke up, he's a bigger star than Tank Davis. Tank who? When's
Yeah.
the last time he fought?
Right.
When's that? See, this is a sport. What have you done for me lately? You're just a fan. And I get it. I'm not taking shots at you. You have the right to come up here and ask me a question. Fine. But where is your case that Ryan Garcia didn't just show up Tank Davis? He didn't show him up. Ryan Garcia didn't wake up this morning in the face of boxing. Where's Tank? Fighting legal issues?
Yeah.
Isn't he the champion in recess? He's not even a full status champion.
I mean, he got the belt around his ankle right now.
Yeah. So explain it to me again. How I'm a clown, right? For saying facts. Ryan Garcia is on the top of the world. He picked up the torch that you couldn't hold. You fumbled it. Ryan Garcia, you let him show you up. Because Ryan Garcia, on his resume, he has 2 of the 4 horsemen. You have 1.
Right.
Okay, so, and including himself, he's the 3rd in the ring. So technically, 3 of the horsemen are fighting except you.
Edwin, may I add to your point? Ryan, made that, he did lose to Roy, right? And he came back, he got the title. But, you mentioned the past, right? And I think that's a great point. And presently, we could say Ryan has more value than Tank, only because presently, what does Ryan have ahead of him? He got the Haney fight, right? He got the Conor Ben. He got the Conor Ben route he could take. So I feel like with Ryan, exactly, Shakur. So, you notice Ryan has all these roles available for him. And yeah, he's not perfect. And look, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Ryan fan. I wouldn't advise anybody to have a pro career like Ryan. But Ryan did open the doors for himself. Whereas Tank, he closed those doors with Shakur. He closed those doors with Haney. He closed those doors with Tio. So what fight does Tank have? Because if I'm looking at Tank, look, I like Tank more than Ryan, but I understand where they're at currently in their career. And right now, does Tank have a rematch with Roach? Does he have a rematch? With Cruz? So when we talk about Tank, he's still stuck on guys like Roach and Cruz. Whereas with Ryan, he got Ben, Haney. 147 in itself is a whole different deal because more people want to watch 147 fights than 135. Am I right?
Yeah, look, check this out. I gotta answer my man again here, man. He's like, he's a good Tank Davis fan. And brother, let me tell you right now, don't ever switch up. Don't ever let me or anyone talk you out of supporting your favorite fighter. If you rock with Tank, well, then you come up here and you speak up for Tank. All right? Do your thing.
Yeah, I'll drop the link for them. I'll drop the link for them. My bad.
Yeah, drop the link. You can drop the link for them. Hey, yo, check this out, my man, right? Yo, key word in my little short was you just let. Meaning Tank was always the face until Ryan just took the belt and you've been MIA from boxing. In that particular moment, Ryan just surpassed you. Now, Tank Davis can announce a fight tomorrow and probably surpass Ryan. You do know that, right? Tank got to get his shit together, and Tank can snatch that torch right out of Ryan's hand. And he can do it in a mega way. Let's suppose Tank comes back, rocks somebody like, I don't know, Who would Tank need to beat really? Well, Shakur, yeah, but that would be the cherry on the top. So I would leave him for the end. So let me see. Tank could be somebody, right? And then announce the Ryan fight, dog walk Ryan, and then here we go. Tank Davis is back on top of the world. But right now, I'm trying to light a fire underneath Tank Davis's ass. And I hope you as fans get him back the message that we feel like he just let Ryan Garcia show him up. Where you at, Tank? Where you at? Come out and show the world. We've been waiting yo, Tank, you owe us. You owe us. That Lamont bullshit, all them Frank the Ghost one, you owe us, Papa. Listen, Tank, remarkable talent. I've always supported Tank. But you can't be a prisoner in the moment, bro. This is a show. You're gonna have to show me. Can't talk about it in boxing. You can't put the cart before the horse. You can't be there as a fan. Like if they fought, I think he would win. No, you're gonna have to show me that. You're gonna have to get in the ring and you're gonna have to prove yourself. Tank ain't did that yet. He ain't did that. But yet these dudes. Shakur and Teo just fought. They all fighting each other now.
Hey, yo, real quick, my bad. There's something gay in the chat that I got to call out. If you say you're smoking on another man, that sounds a little suspect. I'm not sure what you're smoking on, but maybe you like things in your mouth. That's on you. Yo, salute to Frontline in the chat. Salute to my man, Trinity BX in the chat from Castle Hill in the Bronx, my brother. And there's still Team Matias here, man. You think Matias took an L, man? We're going to still rock out with Matias for that comeback while you home in your Dorito themed t-shirt with your big ass belly, sitting down, doing nothing all week. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how life is. You know, you a hater. You know what I'm saying? You do nothing with your life. So hop on the panel. The link is right there, too.
It's right there. It's right there. The link is right there. You can hop on. We can talk, brother. You know, we can be cordial. We ain't got to curse at each other. If you want to, we can do that too. We don't even got to debate.
Hey.
I'm not a boxing fan. This is not a boxing channel, one particular boxing.
Edwin, do you think the problem? Do you think the problem with the Tank? My bad. What? Do you think the problem with Tank is his fan base settling for what he provides for them, or do you think it's Tank kind of happy where he's at in his career? Because I feel like his fan base, they don't demand too much.
Wait. What's going on with Tank is his loyal fan supporters are clashing with the boxing fans. That's exactly what's happening. That's all that's happening. Boxing fans, real hardcore boxing fans, they live by a standard. You're going to have to fight to prove yourself. And then a fan is a type of person, when you hear them talk, you can tell a fan right away, right? Because when you say, who do you want to see Tank fight? They say they don't care. I just want to see him fight anybody. That's a fan. Because they don't have a standard. They don't hold their boxer standard to a high expectation. They allow the fighter to do whatever they want. You know what I'm saying? So that's a fan. You understand? That's a fan. So when you got boxing fans clashing with hardcores, like that's where the fight breaks out. Because a fan,
Edwin,
is gonna back somebody no matter what.
Frontline want me to tell you to turn your mic on, that you're talking out of your computer mic.
No,
I hear you good though on my end.
There you go. Here you go.
Oh wow, that's even louder.
Wow, why didn't you say something? Yo, Frontline, you're about to be demoted. Duties, Frontline. And I'm not.
Diablo.
You really let me talk this long with that mic from my laptop? You really did?
Hey, you was only on for 20 minutes, Edwin.
25 minutes.
Yeah, 25,
that is
25.
Unacceptable. Boogie, where you at? I'm looking for a position right now.
Trini,
you know what I'm saying?
Is that Trinity BX?
Yo,
what's good, man?
Yo, Trinity BX in the building in La Casa, man, straight from Puerto Rico. You know he got that 10 right now.
Yeah, I got that red skin. It's
looking like a statue, like in a loquillo, like one of the caciques over there, you know.
Yeah, I can't wait to go back. I already bought a ticket to go back for April.
Oh, April. Damn, that shit's going to be beautiful, too.
Yeah,
Edwin, when you go back, you should go back to PR, bro.
Yeah, no. I'm already planning a trip with my wife though. But it's just gonna be a regular trip. Anyway, the day that we go, it will be a boxing match in town. But you know what I'm saying? All of a sudden, I'm gonna be
Yeah.
walking by and be like, honey, look, a boxing match. I just happen to
She's
have
like, oh
tickets
no,
right
she's like, no,
here.
don't take me there. I don't want you to work today. I don't want you to work today. Don't work it today.
Yeah. I'm a sucker like that. I'll tell her like, yeah, I'm taking you out there for us to get a getaway, and then all of a sudden, well, the fight's in town.
I'm scheming on sort of like the same thing because I'm a big Norman Jr. fan, and my
Yep.
girl knows that.
Yep.
So she's not letting me go to ATL.
Oh,
But if
word?
Norman fights, that's the
Yeah.
perfect shoot. She should be like, oh, for no, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
and I'll get to. I don't fuck around, but I get to enjoy the eye candy. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
Yeah.
Shit
saying?
like that. But
Yeah.
what? Yeah, me
Nah.
la fiebre watching the Super Bowl, man. I'm watching Zayas and I'm booking the ticket to go back, bro. And I just came back, you know. So when I watched the Super, because I was there for the Zayas fight, I watched the shit
Yeah.
with my uncle, my family. That shit was fucking crazy, man. But I wanted to touch on the Tank thing, man, because
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Tank is that guy in the ring. He's always entertaining,
Yeah.
and people seem to forget Doghouse Tank. That kid always has a fight in him.
Nah,
Just,
he's
in a
phenomenal.
game, yeah, in a game like this, you gotta understand he came up from, the same circles like Crawford and these guys. They was all cool at one time. And the main thing with the Shakurs and all these guys, they never want to be the shock fighter when they get older. That's the biggest fear. You hear, Crawford talk about it.
I
They
respect
take
that.
out these retired fighters, they get them a
Yep.
big suit and they put them in the front stand. He never wanted to be that. So
Mhm.
he managed you know, his career a way that he can still be that highlight dude. He's always that guy you throw in the card, Tank. You know what I mean? He's
Right.
gonna get you that knockout. He's always behind on the cards. He needs that knockout. Him and Santa Cruz giving him a boxing lesson. Then he comes through with a beautiful uppercut. But
Yeah.
that guy always has that dog in him. He has the most grit out of all of them just because his upbringing, group home upbringing, chip in the shoulder type shit. So I think the minute he's back, all those doors that close get swung right back open, and he's the cash cow. He could pick which one he wants.
100%.
No,
You know what I'm
I agree
saying?
with that. I
100%.
agree with that, Trini, for sure.
100%. Listen, like I said, all Tank gotta do is announce some fight with a pretty decent star or a star, and the world will back him. And they jump right back on the Tank because Tank is exciting. He's explosive. He brings a lot to a fight, the intensity and everything. So I always love to see Tank fight.
All right, I gotta
But
cut this shit off. I gotta cut it off. Yo, what the
yeah,
fuck happened last night with that duck flu you had? You wasn't
what
trying to
the flu?
defend your Nostradamus belt. What the
Oh,
fuck going on? Cut the
oh, oh.
bullshit. Let's get straight to it.
Frontline
Okay.
came in here swinging because
Let's
he
get
heard that
straight
Okay.
to
his
it.
job is threatened
Let's
and he's
get
going
to
Oh,
to
it.
yo,
Yo,
janitorial duty.
shout out to Koki and shout out to Trini. Shout
shout
out
out
to
to
the chat.
Respect,
Frontline.
salute,
But
salute.
let's get to the nit and gritty of this
Hey,
shit.
listen, there was no duck flu. All right. I just when the
You been hanging around
Mexicans
Hitchens?
no
You been hanging around Hitchens? Is that what it is?
no.
Oh,
Listen,
Edwin Hitchens. Is it Edwin Hitchens now?
listen. Hitchens, back up, dog. Don't show your face. But look. I'm not saying.
Wife, you ready to jump in?
Nah, what I'm saying is when the Mexicans sent the contract last night, I didn't like the terms. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm,
I made
mm.
wait, and then I got poisoned.
2 hours before the fight. 2 hours
2
before.
hours before the fight, I got food poisoning.
Hey yo,
I what?
Yo, shout out. I just want to say shout out to the Mexican fans, man. That was a hell of a fight. Yo, round one, imagine, frontline, Coquito, imagine watching a fight with two bodies, right? And you got fucking Tito Trinidad, and the fucking announcing shit talking about, yo, stop the fight.
Damn, bro.
That shit
Yeah.
that shit was dope, bro.
Damn, I wish.
That fight was off the hook, bro.
By the way, you guys heard Tito wants to come back for De La Hoya, right?
yeah, he said that's the last time he's gonna ask for that fight.
Oh
He's not gonna
man,
ask
yo,
for it
I'm
no
not gonna
more.
lie, I would like that, bro. I don't want money and a pack, but I want Tito and De La Hoya so you can shut the fuck up all the Mexican fans that thought De La Hoya won.
Hey
Listen,
yo,
I don't want
all
money in
bullshit
Tyson,
aside,
though. I don't
what?
want money in Tyson. I don't want that one. That shit
all,
was
all, all,
Nah, I don't
all
want the
bull-
Mayweather and Tyson, nah.
all
But
bullshit aside, though. All bullshit aside, yo, shout out to fucking Navarrete.
Yo,
Yeah.
he
Bro,
beat the
that was
shit
a
out of Nunes.
fucking
Yo,
masterclass.
I want to see
no,
him
no,
do
no. But I
Espinosa.
think
had
Nunes
no
respected him
Espinosa.
too much, guys. Come on, let's be honest.
Yo, Nunes had
Yo,
no answers for
no,
him.
no, no, no. All that fucking touching gloves all night,
Nah,
hitting
that's a
after every
respect thing
round.
there.
Oh,
Yeah,
No,
he,
no,
nah,
he,
no.
that's
he
fine.
got
That's
I
the
a
get the
respect thing.
Mexican respect.
Matias Paro energy.
No, I get the Mexican respect, but my belt was on the line. You know what I'm saying? I can't. No,
Nah,
we'll touch and hug and
we're,
respect
we're, we're
after
we're
the
gonna have a
fight.
meeting. We're gonna have a committee meeting after this shit. I think you might be stripped.
No, I'm not
You
stripped.
you might
Listen,
get
hold on.
stripped.
What are you talking about? You can't strip me. I gotta go on in front of the board and the boxing association, right? Will make a vote to see if they deem me my excuse to be valid. So I'm going to the board right now. I am the board. Yes, your excuse is valid.
Shaki
Yo,
beats Navarrete. I'm going with Shaki. If they fight.
I don't. Yo, did you see Raymond Ford
you know,
and
Shockey
Pop?
Foster. Yeah, they almost got
Yeah,
into a fight.
that's
Well,
gonna
Ray.
be a banger if that happens.
Yeah. Well, that's the
I
they
like
set it
Ford
up
too,
like
man.
that.
Yo,
They set it up like
I think
that.
Foster's gonna be the guy at 130, guys. I'm sorry.
Yo,
Who?
that's why it's
Oshaki
good.
Foster.
That's why it's good to show up to these fights because you
Uh,
can catch these other fighters there and promote yourself.
I know a lot of people are not a fan of Oshaki's style, bro, but he has a style like Winky Wright is a neutralizer. You know, he knows how to fight a little bit inside. He got the mid range. I know it's not exciting because he's not knocking guys out, but he has the tools to be to hold the belts. He could be beaten though. I'm not gonna say he can't be.
He
Yeah,
won me over in
yeah.
his last fight. He won me over. I wasn't too sure about him, but I like the way he looked in there with Fulton.
Okay. I mean, I thought Costa got the W in my opinion, but that's what he won me over because I'm like, well, I'm picking Costa to win. You know, I'm a fan of Brazilian soccer, so I'm gonna go for Brazilian boxing. It's kind of funny, but yo, Oshaki showed me he has the technical tools to be tough and to be smart at the same time. I don't know,
Yo,
maybe
what you think
Navarrete.
of Koki? What you think about Avius Griffin?
Oh, I didn't get to see him fight last time.
I like because you know he don't really got no background like in boxing. He had that fight with the dude that signed with Sufa. Damn, I
Oh,
forget his name. Julius, and then
yeah,
Julius knocked him out in the last round. But then
yeah.
he's with Coach Bermudez now.
Oh,
And at first, Bermudez wasn't too sure if he was gonna lock in because the dude raps and shit, and he decided to stay with Coach Bermudez. And I heard him on the Boxing Voice. He was talking about they're running through sneakers, bro, and training, bro. Like breaking sneakers. Coaches got him working on distance, and he was like, "Yo, I never even knew distance." And he got that far with just like fighting outside and fighting in jail.
That's
and
what
shit.
I talk about. That's exactly what I talk about. You know, when you start boxing, there's levels to this. Once you come out of fighting mode and you start to realize that boxing is more, you're utilizing your feet. Why do you do this? Why do you do that? That boxing really starts to reveal itself to you.
So he's
And to
staying with
want
them.
to lock in when he already got a little name, he could make little paydays. But to want to lock in at
So he
that
stayed with
age says a
Bermudez
lot. You know
in
what I'm saying?
Bermudez' firehouse.
He stays in the firehouse now,
He
man.
stays
Oh,
in the
shit.
And it
firehouse. Yeah,
works. The
Wow.
coach said he never seen nobody with power in two hands like that.
Mm.
yeah.
And he said if the
Yeah.
kid's willing to start, he said he's telling him straight up, yo, you trash on the
That's a
football
nice little
field. And the
stable he
kid,
got. Bermudez got over
yeah, he's
there.
got some beast in there. I
Yeah.
was hoping that fucking Ben didn't know who the fuck Polanco was, and Polanco would have got that
Oh,
fucking
that'd be
shot,
crazy.
man.
Catch him slacking, right?
Mm.
Nah, because
Hey, yo.
Polanco is like an unknown, right?
I got into a big thing because I didn't like the Regis fight. I'm riding with Regis first of all, but they was trying to tell me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell everybody like, yo, this is the safest fucking bet for Conor Ben.
Exactly.
To you know what I'm saying? To get a name to set up like a big payday. Like you
A
can't
dude
tell
who
me
they
it's like
hurt
a
already.
borderline cherry
A
pick.
dude waited to
You
be
can't tell
knocked
me that
out.
fight is not a cherry pick, man. I hope fucking Regis locks in and locks his ass out.
Yeah, me
I
too,
don't-
man.
I don't
That'd be
see
so
no
good for
skills in
boxing to
Ben.
get Regis
Hey,
up with
hey,
him.
yo, hold
He just has a
on.
name. And
Okay,
I think Hearn he left Hearn because Hearn was gonna have Ben try to fight Kelly, and then he was gonna feed fucking Ben. A lot of people say he was gonna feed Ben to Boots for a big UK fight. That's what's gonna
Yeah.
happen. And he left right on time.
Yo, check this out, right? You talk about Connor Ben and Regis Progress and what the fight that they're having. There's a little bit of criticism behind it about the dollar amount. And I'm trying to tell everybody he's not going to get $15 million for this fight. But anyway, how about this?
Who's the heavyweight champion of the world fighting? A kickboxer? Who's Usyk coming back to fight? Ain't this dude?
Mind you, pay-per-view.
Mind you, listen, he's like a 3-time national world champion kickboxer, not boxer. So when you're saying that these guys are having gimme fights and Floyd Mayweather is coming back to fight Manny Pacquiao, that I believe Manny Pacquiao just competed his last title for a title fight against Mario Barrio. He fought a world champion at the highest level, Manny Pacquiao.
Yeah, but you know he's fighting first, right?
Wait,
They're bringing him back.
But wait. I'm just trying to point something out. That quietly, you got the heavyweight champion of the world fighting a kickboxer. You understand? And then people are like, oh, F Mayweather, F the Manny Pacquiao fight. The first one was boring. Blah, blah, blah. They're coming back for a money grab. Brother, if they weren't coming back for a money grab and they were both still had every dollar they ever made and they were announced a fight to come back, would it made it better for you? The fact that they're in financial ruins, in a sense, both of them, not all the way, but because Floyd still got mad shit, right? That it turns you off rather than appreciating to actually see Floyd Mayweather in a ring back in American soil, not fighting in Japan on an exhibition. So, look, I would lower my standards and expectations in that kind of fight just to appreciate the fight. But Usyk, without a beat, can fight a kickboxer and no one says anything. No one said anything when Mike Tyson fought Jake Paul. Nothing. It's just Floyd and Manny Pacquiao, like, let's just shit on it. It's like the appreciation for what these men gave. You talked on this. Tank Davis doesn't want to be a vegetable. There has to be life after boxing. Tank managed his career because he's not going to let you put him in the ring and get his head punched in every fight for your entertainment when he can get the same dollar amount for fighting Joe Schmo. Smart man in a way. I can't criticize Tank for that, but there is a legacy factor in boxing. You can't beat your chest if you're not doing king shit and act like a king. On the streets, we say that's fake. You see these rappers get up on here, talk about bricks and gold and diamonds. They ain't never been in the hood. You can't claim to be, because the real dudes was going to call you out on it. Real champions is going to call Tank out on it. You could pretend like you like this, but you can fight like a fucking warrior. Tank is not a fake in the sense he's not fighting. No, that motherfucker got skills. He's just managing. Because my point, life after boxing. So when a guy comes back to the sport, let's say in a few years, Saul Canelo Alvarez leaves, gets in a little financial problem, and he announces a fight back with another legend Mexican. And they're going to go in there for a little money grab. What are we going to say then? Don't back Saul? He didn't give me enough. That's just like when another Latin fan asks me, why do you cheer for or say anything for Saul Canelo Alvarez or Viva Mexico? And I look at them and I say, what is wrong with you? Mexico gave me too many moments. Latin men, no matter where you were from. When my Puerto Rican fighters were down bad and Saul was out there rocking, who do you think we were cheering for? Saul Canelo Alvarez. I'm not going to sit here and act like I was fake. You know how many times in my living room Saul brought me and my family together to cheer for him? I appreciate boxing. You understand? So in a lot of these situations when these guys come back to the sport and they're blatantly asking for help, what do? Criticize them? We reject them? We say they're old, what? What do you no support for what all the blood they brought you? No support for all the money they won you in a gambling bet? Nothing? No? Fuck them? Throw them away? Is that what we're doing? We don't respect our legends? No? It's not like one of my legends is getting put in to fight Jake Paul. Huh? 30 years younger. And you guys had no problem trying to crucify Mike Tyson. Right? So it's subjective. Look, all I said was Floyd come back and fight Manny. Shit, the first fight was boring as fuck. What am I expecting in the second? Just the appreciation to watch him. Once again, lower my standards a little on the boxing aspect and enjoy the show. Are you not entertained? You understand? So we'll see. Speak the truth. What's up, brother? I see you. All right, you can turn the camera if you want. I'll bring you up. Speak the truth. You buffering. Oh shit, we had him.
Just to touch on the Tank thing. The only thing I don't like about it, I feel like he was on his way out. I feel like the Jake Paul fight was his retirement, stacking that up a little more. He was going to work on himself, and just chill.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like if he does come back, I hope it's not because, to try to brush back, some bags and shit. And I just hope his head is in it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And as far as we might fuck around and have to wait 11 years to see Ryan and Haney in the ring again, man. I don't think that's.
Oh, let's talk about that. That's the topic of the show.
A lot of people forget that when he fought Ramirez, he's supposed to fight the rematch, and they decided to make them both fight a separate fight, and then he lost to Rolly. So when Haney steps into the ring with Garcia, if it does happen, he's gonna use the Ramirez game plan. Make no mistake.
Hey, listen.
An exciting fight. He's gonna really be careful in there, and it's not gonna be what we think it's gonna be, man. And I don't think Brian is going in that direction. I think they're trying to freeze Haney out, actually.
Okay, hold on. We're going to get right to that. We're going to get right into that. We're going to answer a lot of those questions right now. But first of all, I want to bring up what the topic, what's in the headline and of the basis of the show too. It's one of the topics, right? Bill Haney's son, Devin Haney's little brother, just lost yesterday, I think it was, or the day before in an amateur fight.
He looked sharp too. He looked good, man.
He just lost. Hold on. He just lost in an amateur fight to come to find out to Ryan Garcia's cousin, right? So Ryan Garcia's cousin actually was the one that gave Devin Haney's little brother, his first loss in the amateurs, right? So, and then everybody took to social media. Even Ryan Garcia himself tweeted out, gave his cousin a shout out. Yo, good job, cousin. So right now it's kind of like the Garcias are 2-0 against the Haneys. And but what this is, even though, listen, Bill Haney and your sons, great job, Bill. Great job. If this is what these boys want, make them prove it. That this is the life and the road you choose. And let me tell you something right now, young man, to Devin Haney's little brother. When you audition for a job or you ever start off in life, where you want to learn at is the amateurs. That's the job interview. If you're ever going to suffer losses or wins, do it there. Because when you come to the pros is when you're sharp enough you feel to make that next step. Don't take that too hard, young man. That's what they're called, the amateurs. And let me dress this up for you. If Ryan Garcia's cousin turns pro and Devin Haney's little brother turns pro and they ever make something of themselves, what do you think they're going to talk about? You know that Garcia's cousin beat him in the amateurs. They're going to bring up the film. Don't they do that all the time?
On a more positive note, though.
Right? Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
The kid licked the hold on. The kid licked the sharp in there. They both.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you address that. I'm gonna let you address that. Right? So what I'm saying is this is a positive note, because don't you think that what they did in the amateurs won't boost up a fight in the pros? What they say, Ryan Garcia beat Devin 3 times in the amateurs, and he beat him 3 times in the amateurs. They brought that shit up. They say Richard Hitchens fought this guy in the amateurs. Shakur did this to this guy in the amateurs. Keyshawn Davis lost to Andy Cruz in the amateurs. That's what that does for you. And then when they get to the pros, they start playing that amateur footage, and they like, oh, because of what happened with Andy Cruz and Keyshawn Davis, where in the amateurs, that we want to see that fight in the pros. You see? So this is just rich boxing history in the making. And I love it. I fucking love it. And Bill Haney's son, he looked amazing. Tell him how he looked.
Nah, they both looked the sharp.
Yeah.
Man. And you're right. You get the losses, the learning losses.
Yeah, get out of the way.
And it's bigger than the Hitches and all those, like the Crews. These guys just guaranteed themselves becoming millionaires as teenagers. That's $1 million fight. We're not gonna get Haney here too. This is the closest thing to that we're
right there.
Get. We're not getting green. We get that shit in 11 years.
I mean,
these kids will become millionaires 19 years old. They're gonna build.
They're gonna build it.
And I like what I've seen, because I know now that nobody's pushing that kid to boxing. That kid chose that shit. He was in tennis first. His footwork is fucking, he's gonna be nice. He's gonna bypass his brother.
Listen.
And that's just my little eye test.
Look, as a father, as a father, right? You ever see like those Japanese like warrior movies, right? When the father puts the little Japanese baby on the floor and he puts the toy in the sword.
Shogun Assassin. That's one movie. That's the movie.
Whatever
the movie.
The baby would have went to, he would have allowed the baby to take that life. You choose your path. Bill Haney's son is choosing his path. And a lot of people might laugh at it like, oh, look at this. Look, where are you supposed to start? Yo, my man is not telling his dad, I want to be a Call of Duty video game expert. I want to be, you know what I'm saying, a ballet dancer or ice skater.
I want to earn my own.
He said that.
Rumors is Bill
I want that smoke.
Hey, rumors is Bill Haney's contesting that loss now. He's trying to get it reversed.
It's gonna go to court. You's a sucker for that one. You's a sucker. You ain't shit. Yo.
I'm just saying.
Yo. You ain't shit for that one. What you say? What did he say? He's gonna erase the loss?
Yeah, he's gonna erase
the loss. The fight happened in Mexico. It never happened. Yo, you ain't shit. Oh no, but hey, look, shout out to Coqui too. That Coqui is the one on my show that validated the claim that Bill Haney's son, Devin Haney's little brother, in fact, trains in the gym in New York City where he goes to. So it's not like this kid is playing.
So wait, you blaming that loss on Coqui? Is that what you're doing?
No, shout out to Coqui because of the fact that Coqui certifies the kid by this. This is what I mean. When people play,
Low Nose Boxing. Low Nose Boxing ran into him in the
check
gym
this
too.
out. Check this out. Right? When
don't know shit.
When people play around with boxing,
Tampoco, yeah. Whenever Low Nose nicknames a boxer, don't bet on that boxer.
Yo,
he called fucking Norman Jr. the mini Marvin fucking Hagler.
Yo. So check it out. Guys. Check it out. Right? When you hear guys playing with boxing and stuff, you don't really see these guys in the gym like Vargas's middle brother. You know how the Vargas, the three brothers, you know, the middle one with the curly hair, the one that fought with this dude for his mom's name, whatever. You know, you can see where he's not that type of fighter where he's more social media kind of. He'll train when he has to. But I hear the stories of Bill's kid just getting dropped off in fucking New York City, dude. Like he's in.
Nah, he lives in New York.
No,
He lives in New York.
look. I understand they live in New York, look, bro, but they're not from there. You know, he was raised with money, right? He wasn't born in the hood, so he decided to box, turning a teenage year. You know, he was a teenager. He wasn't a boxer like 7, 8, 9. No, he wasn't. So he was riding, and then when he finally realized who his brother was, he might have decided, I want a part of this. But you weren't from the hood. So when you walk in, we can tell you we'll know you're awkward, the way you talk, around the certain, you know, we're gonna figure it out like this. So he drops his kid off, and no bodyguards, no nothing. That kid has made a decision. Just like I used to tell my grandmother, drop me off at the movie theater in Newark, New Jersey, in downtown New Jersey at 10 years old. Why? I was safe. I was safe in the hood. This is where I'm from. Like, you know, and it goes to show you that he's coming up. He might have looked awkward in the beginning. You got to start somewhere. So shout out to Bill Haney, you know, as a dad. You know, I heard some videotapes of like, he's letting his son get beat up. Nah, bro. As men, we make a decision or we pick a road. He wanted to be a basketball player or a boxer.
Yo, did you hear Chris Mannix yesterday during the fight?
No, what did he say?
He said possible, I think during negotiations right now, Edgar Berlanga versus Eubank in negotiations.
Chris Eubank?
Yeah, I think so.
Edgar Berlanga will knock out Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah,
bro.
I think during negotiation. That's what he said live yesterday on the during the fight.
I would love to see that.
Yo, he better, because we're not gonna hear the end from Mick.
I would love to see. We need to get one back. Sign that up. Sign me up for that.
You know who's gonna get one for us, bro? By the end of next year, mark my words. I'm saying it now. Najee Lopez is gonna knock out Whitaker in the UK.
Oh yeah, I'm with you on that, Trini.
He's fighting on March 21st. And the Valle brothers too on Pro Box, bro. That's the card I'm tuning into. I know it's that damage fight. I watched that.
And shout out to Jean Paul Rivera yesterday. He won in a fight card in Ponce. He became the whatever that shit.
Yo, y'all seen the Pierce knockout? That's his name, Pierce. The guy that got knocked out to the
No, don't talk about it.
That was an upset.
Don't talk about it. I gotta see that shit. No. Chill. Yo, check it out. Look, you're talking about the Smalls. I mean, what's his name? What did you say? Hold on. I drifted.
No. The Smalls fight is good.
Yeah.
Watch that. Ramos, you talking about?
Yeah,
Ramos?
that one. I thought you were talking about. Yo, I just drifted off for a second.
No. I'm talking about
Elijah Pierce. Okay.
Against, I'm sorry, I think it's a Colombian guy. I'm mad I don't got his fucking name because it was a hell of a knockout.
Okay. Yeah, because I was looking at the screen and I was thinking about something and I drifted off in the conversation. My bad. Yo, but
he was on.
But if you didn't watch the Smalls Ramos, that's
I gotta watch it. I don't want you guys to talk about it. Chill. You know what I'm saying?
Carmel Moulton fought yesterday.
Yes, he looked great. Did you see his?
Seen that. I guess a 36-year-old.
Did you see his position with his offense and evasive skills, bro? Every time the dude threw a punch, Camille was like ba 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 ba, shh, ba 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 ba, shh, ba 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 ba, shh, ba ba ba, and he wouldn't let him out that corner. Yo, fucking Floyd, man.
He's like on a crash course against Emilio Vargas, right? Like they're gonna meet up.
Yeah, but that's a mega fight. And later down the road, I mean, Camille's got to find the weight division. He looked good last night, and as a welterweight, but I don't.
Yo,
look, I don't like Floyd Mayweather promoting his career, bro. He needs to get away from Floyd. There, I said it.
I heard he's with Pacquiao.
You know,
now.
like just
you heard round one?
In a branch.
Comel's with Pacquiao.
In a branch.
Pockets promotion. Oh, with
Yeah,
Mayweather?
Mayweather still has all his rights.
Oh,
Yo, don't you
So
think? Don't you think Moten's a little too small for 40? I mean, he do
no,
look like a little pit bull. I
no,
ain't
but
even
he's
gonna lie.
strong, bro.
He is strong, but
He's strong at 40. Like, look, I think like the taller
I think he
fighters
can
are,
handle 140. You know him and Schofield. Him and
listen,
Schofield be a
listen, let
fucking
me tell
fight
you
too.
something. If you want to take Davis at 40, I'll take Cormier at 42. You got no problem putting Tank Davis at 40 front line.
say that again.
You got no problem putting Tank Davis at 40.
No,
Yes,
I don't care. I don't.
you talked about it. A lot of fans. Oh, go up there, fight Shakur Stevenson. Well, where is Shakur Stevenson? At 40. When they wanted him
Yeah,
to fight Teal, where was Teal?
no.
At 40.
You're misunderstanding me. How tall
What?
is Tank?
5'5".
Okay, Tank is a smart, or his team, I should say, is a smart negotiator. They know how to put stipulations into a
Oh,
contract.
shut up. You're making excuses. Listen. Tank Davis never made an excuse for nothing. He made an educated boxing decision. And just because he made an educated boxing decision, you and a lot of fans want to clown Tank Davis.
Oh, fuck Tank.
Tank Davis is protecting himself. Yeah, he's only 5 feet 5 inches, man. And you guys want him fighting these big dudes. So he says, yeah, I'll fight these guys, but I'm not gonna let them weight bully me. He's not going to go in the ring. The guys makes weight. And on fight night, the guy got 27 pounds on Tank Davis. He's not stupid. He's saying in actuality, the person that wants to cheat here is you. Because you want to fight me, a smaller guy, Tank Davis. So, because you want to come down here and make a star off my name, fighting me in a weight you shouldn't be in, well, I'm going to put a 15, 10-pound rehydration claw on you. That way we can make it even.
Well,
That
my
way we
theory
make it
is
even.
this.
Because all these guys, let's just keep in mind, you
Let's
guys are
keep
all
it
coming
funky.
to
If you can't
challenge the
stand the
little
heat, get
guy.
the fuck out the kitchen. That's simple.
You guys want him. Tank is 5'5". You got no problem feeding him to these lions. And then because Tank puts a fucking rehydration claw on these dudes, now Tank is fucking bitching up? No, that is smart. That is very smart. Ryan Garcia is this much bigger than fucking Tank. You saw how big he was to Devin. But yet you want him to fight him on the up and up. Come on, man. Tank ain't never did nothing shady. That was a smart boxing move. That was really smart on Tank's part.
Yo, my bad, brother. It's that when I came in, my phone died right there. I'm like,
It did?
man. Yeah, bro, I was tight.
All I
what's
saw was
going
your
on?
face and kept glitching.
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
going on, man?
What's going on,
What we
brother?
talking about, man? I got a lot to talk about. What's the topic?
We talking about the future fight between, Devin Haney's little brother and Garcia's cousin, and what that does actually, and the storyline. Like say they meet in the pros, and one of them got a belt. You think they ain't gonna bring that footage up? Hell yeah!
Yeah, they are. And
hell yeah!
I'm not gonna lie. What I like what Ryan did too, because that gives, you feel me, the young kids the confidence, like, damn, we could be these stars that could build up a big fight later in the future that's going to make them want to work harder. So I don't look at it as a bad thing that Garcia, you feel me, call him out, talk him out like that. And I like that Devin came back, you feel me, showing and say, yeah, I fuck with it. I like that. But speaking of Garcia, though, I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I like the way he's talking, but I also feel like he's putting himself in a corner that if he don't knock Devin Haney out and Devin put a more competitive fight, he's gonna lose the second fight. He's gonna lose because, mind you, that fight is not at 140. This is at 147.
Yeah.
Devin feel way better, more stronger. He put down my boy Brian Noma Jr. I was fucking with that kid too, and I still rock with Brian Noma Jr. It was just that experience right there. There's levels, and you can see his levels. You feel me? It's a little tweak. And my boy Armour, he could tweak around it, but he's still a solid champion. You feel me? And he got beat by a future Hall of Famer. Cannot lie, Devin Haney, that boy nice on them feet. I ain't gonna lie, that boy nice, and he got a good ass jab. He got a great jab. So when I see with the Ryan fight too, Devin could definitely. I ain't gonna lie, Devin could definitely, especially off the motivation. Yo, round one, you know, I'm not a boxer, but I love the sport and I like, you feel me, the atmosphere. I like training like a boxer. For me, I'm in shape. You know that when you know you want to beat somebody, that extra boost to want to work harder is there. Like it's there for both sides. Because they done told them, so for both sides, they're gonna really make sure they're in shape. I just pray that we able to get through this fight without no bullshit.
Yeah, and you want to know something
shit.
too? You want to know something too, right? Check this out. Not too long ago, a lot of people, even on the Boxing Voice, I was, on there, and Bill Haney came on, and not just too long ago, 3 weeks ago, in fact, he was singing a different tune. Devin doesn't want the Ryan Garcia fight. He doesn't need Ryan Garcia. No sooner that Ryan Garcia wins that Mario Barrio belt, oh shit, yes, we want that fight.
Yeah.
Yep. And he had fans debating on why, or explaining why Devin was not ducking, in fact, Ryan. He just didn't need him, right? As soon as Ryan gets the belt now, everybody's, and I try to tell you guys this, boxers, managers, they say the darnest shit. I don't hold them to that. I don't hold. I said money will change everything.
And the funny thing about that, Ron, my bad to cut you off.
Yep, go ahead.
This is what people don't understand, right? We could tell how Ryan is. That, of course, like a Teofimo Lopez, they're more emotional as far as the other boxers, because they look like they're more in control of their careers than what the fathers is behind the scene trying to, be careful what you say, this and that. Because you could tell Devin, I mean, you can't even tell, pause. Bill is the face for DHP, for me, and Devin is the fighter. That we understand that. Bill talks, Devin makes sure he fight. But then you got, you don't have that for Ryan Garcia. You do have that, but
yeah, right. Shout out to the super chat of the day, $5 super chat from Edwin Martinez. I love the first name. You know what I'm saying? It's a very strong name. My name is Edwin. Yo, listen. So I like what you're saying here. He says, salute to Tank for fighting drain fighters. I love drain fighters. I love knowing they'll fade in the second half of the fight. Easy money.
No, he said, I love tainted fights. Tainted.
Oh, tainted. Okay. No, check this out. Read it a little fast, but check this out, right? I get it because I'm eager to answer him, right? The thing is this, my brother, right? When he chose to fight Ryan Garcia called him out. Tank didn't call out Ryan Garcia. The world asked for that fight. So Tank said he's too big. So in order for me to fight him, he's a bigger guy. Well, then if you're going to fight Tank Davis and you're going to try to steal everything from me, well, then fight me at this weight, a catch weight, which was a very smart move on Tank's part. Because it's not like Tank was going around saying, I want to fight Ryan, he's ducking me. No. So just remember that. You understand? So if Ryan couldn't be in this weight division, he should have never been calling out Tank. He should have been never poking his nose and Tank's business. And I'm a firm believer in this. Let me tell you something. This has actually happened to me. Okay? I had a dude in the neighborhood popping off, right? And I told him, his sister, I told them all. I said, let me tell you something. If he comes up running his mouth to me when I fuck him up, right? I don't want to hear nothing. Don't come around picking a fight and then after I whoop your ass, oh, you did this. No. Leading into the fight, you accepted the terms. So don't cry when you lose. You understand? You accepted the challenge. This is what I said. This is what I put on the table because you're coming into my business. I'm not going into yours. You understand?
No,
so I never felt like Tank was going into a fight, fighting a guy that he called out and said, 15-pound rehydration.
Bro, and let's be honest.
That would be bullshit.
Yeah. And let's be honest, round one, rehydration been around boxing for how long?
Forever. It's always in the game because
it's just we pick and choose who we gonna
no,
bring down with that.
yeah, no. A rehydration claw is the kind of claw that's in the IBF on a standard belt. So I don't know what the fuck the problem is.
I would love to say something.
Okay, on a standard belt, those are the rules. The rehydration claw prevents a guy from weight bullying you.
Yo, round one. That's why we Gemini, bro. I literally it actually helps, bro.
It keeps the fighter honest.
You know how much Gary Russell, the Mr. Gary Russell said he goes up after he makes weight. He goes up 5 pounds because these guys nowadays aren't disciplined and they want to put everything in every bullshit in their body, junk food. And then when they're not performing right in fights, they're asking, "Oh, why I'm not performing like this, nigga? You just rehydrated with bullshit. Like you rehydrated with shit that's gonna take 72 hours to break down. The food take time to break down.
What's worse than that?
Food takes time to break down, right?
What's
We got
worse
all
than
agreed
that?
on that.
Yeah.
It takes 72 hours to break down.
But
hold on a minute.
What's more dangerous than that? What's more dangerous than that is when they play with the weight.
Nah, that's why I've been waiting for Devin a lot. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, it's dangerous because of
because if you notice the brain, that's why you notice you don't see these old Mexican legends punch
because
they don't play
because
with the
bro,
weight.
No, and then wait up, gentlemen.
You know?
That is very dangerous. Weight cutting is very dangerous, not healthy for your body. We saw Chris Eubank Jr. and the sacrifice that he made to fight Conor Benn. He looked like a skeleton. He looked like he was dying. Okay, that was very dangerous too.
You don't got no water.
He could have got knocked out brutally doing that shit. And in the second fight, it caught up to his ass.
But we don't know the damage it caused.
Yeah, we don't know that. But why though? Because they rehydrate.
But yo, I gotta work tonight. I gotta jump off. I'm gonna listen a little more while longer. But round one, man, I'm glad I caught you live, man. Respect.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely.
Now, what I was gonna say, round one, I was gonna say it's a problem for the guys that rehydrate over 20 pounds. That's the guys that's gonna have a problem with them IBF shit. That's why those guys are gonna have a problem with them shit. Because you're trying to really wait.
You see, IBF champions are usually champions that are natural for the weight division. For instance, Subriel Matias is a true 140 pounder.
140, hell yeah.
You see, if every fighter fought in their real weight division, we wouldn't have this problem. But from fighters like Richard Hitchens, that's big as fuck, trying to bully people and kill himself to stay in the weight division to be champion because you're not fighting where you're supposed to be.
Shit.
Because up there, you won't be champion.
Imagine if Subriel would have tried to suck down to 135. He would have been fucking him up, but he also probably would have been fucking his body worse.
Right.
So look at that. Like, bro, look.
Yeah. See, not all fights and shit like that. And like, look, when Shakur Stevenson said that shit about a rehydration claw too as fact. You know what I'm saying? And he said if I fought you at, a higher weight, 147, whatever, I want a rehydration claw, I'll fight you a catch weight at 144. Right? So fighters understand that 1 or 2 pounds can play a big factor in a fight. When they once upon a time find Mayweather $300,000 to come in 2 pounds overweight, just 2 pounds. When Dennis Barancek and was it with the Keyshawn Davis? No, Gustavo Lemos came in 6 pounds over Keyshawn. We were like, and then just the 3 pounds that Ryan Garcia came over Devin Haney. That was a big, so if we're arguing about 3 pounds in the Devin Haney fight, right? Then what the fuck you think we're arguing about putting a rehydration claw on you to prevent you from coming in 27 pounds heavier on fight night?
Nah, that's a fact. Nah.
Why do you think we're doing that?
That's a fact. Nah.
Come on, man. If 3 pounds is dangerous, and we're like, nah, fuck that. Nope. Get back on that scale and drain yourself.
But I feel like, put it like this, right?
Because of the weight you gain.
This is where it's dangerous, right? For me, this is how I view it. Because look, I'm gonna give you 3 scenarios. It's not really dangerous for Keyshawn and Gustavo Lemos because Keyshawn got certain advantages, and he's still a big guy. You feel me? We can see how
Yeah.
he fit into 140 nicely. He fit great.
Right.
I feel like he could be or put up a great fight with all the champions in it. To be honest, he could
Yeah.
either beat or put up a great fight that it could go either way.
The reason why I didn't play a factor in the
But-
Keyshawn Davis,
but-
just say the truth. He was a weight bully too.
Nah, yeah. So put it like
So
this.
he was gonna blow up anyway.
It would the weight wouldn't matter. Let's say with a Tank and Ryan, where Tank is shorter, that's when it matters. With a Ryan and Shakur, that's when it matters because Shakur he's
No,
a decent
you know
size.
where it
He's not
mattered
as small as
actually?
he
You know,
says.
I just caught this. You know where it actually mattered? In the small particulars, right? This is where it actually mattered. They knew Lemos came into that fight 6-7 pounds overweight, right? And Bomac said, we'll take the fight only on one condition. You gotta
Right.
keep cutting weight and try to make it as close to the fight weight as possible by putting that man through a late night weight cut all night. He wasn't going to be properly prepared the next day. And that was a coach's fucking brilliant strategic move.
Let me just play. My bad.
It was in the particulars of how, you know what I'm saying? It's like that coach.
Nah, that's a fact. Nah,
Right. Listen to me, brother. Check this out, brother. I'm going to give you
No, you got it.
check it out, right? It's like a coach and a player. You see, Tom Brady was great on the field, but what he needed was his coach, Belichick. Why? Because Belichick was always pressuring the referees. Ref, you need glasses. You didn't see that. It was a first down. And the ref is like, okay, Coach Belichick, and blah, 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 right? They're a team. They're a team. Your coach is doing shit behind the scenes to put you in position to win. Even when the deck is stacked against you. Keyshawn was a young, hungry, eager fighter. He said, fuck 6 pounds. But the coach said, son, calm down. I got this. The coach had to come in, make a play, because Keyshawn he's just a dog. He just wants to fight. The coach is the one that had his back. The coach is the one that went and said, son, I don't got time to explain this to you. You'll thank me later. Let me do the coaching. And the coach went in, and that, you see, that's a motherfucking coach that got your back. You see? Yo, listen, there are certain little, like, and I gotta respect the game. And I see what they were a team on that night, bro. Keyshawn Davis didn't beat Lemos by himself. You know what I mean? So look,
I hear that.
It's just like, I really, really take my time sometimes, and I love talking this shit with you guys because you guys get me thinking, and you get me, and keep me sharp. And a lot of these situations from the outside looking in, it can look bad, and sometimes you just got to step back and really like analyze the situation. I see things for what they are. Sometimes I don't pick up on everything, but I got you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's why we around one family, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I don't pick it up, y'all gonna catch it. So it is what it is.
Nah, real right. That's why I love talking.
Yeah, just like we picked up the bullshit of you ducking last night.
What you mean? Why you riding with Bobos? Hey yo, Bobos. You know why Frontline mad? Because he went down bad the night before by himself, and round one wouldn't join him in a losing court, right? Bobos, I took the match against. We was up. Frontline was down bad, right? So he's a little salty. But yo,
you can't flip that on me though.
What you mean I can't flip that on you?
I took an L.
What you mean I don't? Man, I put you in a suplex and I just suplexed you. What you mean?
But I showed up.
Listen,
you did.
Well, you didn't show up.
You was hanging out with Hitchens last night. You afraid to say it. Hold
on. Check it out. I called you last night, told you about it. I was even on the toilet when I was talking to you. You laughed at me. Why didn't you notify the chat that we weren't? You see, that's why I put in an application for a position in my company, and someone's getting demoted. You know what I mean? I'm putting it all on you. Who's the champion? Stop it. Stop playing with me, Frontline. You can't take shots at the king. and expect what? You know what I mean? Bobos, front line down bad. Viva Mexico, puñeta! Let's go.
They keep correcting you in the chat. It's
What?
claws, not claws.
It's weight claws. Claws.
Nah,
Like
they couldn't.
like a claw, like a bear claw, or like
Nah,
a
claws.
claws,
Like
claws,
Santa Claus.
like
Claws.
Santa
Yeah,
Claus,
claws.
Claws.
like Santa
But like,
Claus.
so yeah, Ramon. What I was gonna say on that, like, this is what I was trying to bring up. So I'm gonna cut it short. I was saying, you see, boom, with a Shakur and Lee, we know he's the lead, but with a Ryan, but he's saying he's not gonna fight Ryan unless he got a rehydration clause, right? But then he say Ryan's not that big, boom. But you see how with Devin, the 3 pounds, how he was like, yo, just pay the fine. That shit don't matter. If you got size, it won't matter. But now, if the size you smaller in size,
Oh
and then the nigga coming over
shit!
weight,
Hold on,
that's how it
gentlemen.
makes sense.
Wait 1 second,
To
gentlemen.
me, that's how it makes sense. Because you see,
Front
look at
line.
Crawford. Look at Crawford and Canelo. They the same size. That's why Crawford don't mind going up, because in size I'm equal, but in weight I can match him. He could be stronger, but that shit not gonna land. If it don't land, it's not gonna hurt me. I'm a lead. He's elite. So that's how I look at it, to be honest. But Tank can't be fighting these big ass niggas and with their weight, because they're gonna fuck him up.
Hey yo, front line. Guess who's in the building? Hugo. Hugo is in the
Hugo,
Yes, sir.
he showed up because they won yesterday.
Hey yo, he waiting for Mexico to be up to come back to the show. Yo,
That's nasty.
yo, where you
Yo,
been
that's
at?
nasty.
Yo, that's nasty work. Okay,
What, bro?
okay. The Mexican ambassador is in the
Mexican
building.
ambassador, the Mexican spokesperson, el boxeo mexicano. What's up, gentlemen? How's everyone doing? How's my Boricua brothers?
Hey, yo, I can already hear it in your voice, the excitement. He's talking
bro,
with a little bit of pep in his step. Hey, guys,
Bro,
how you guys doing?
Nah, yo, for my Mexican brother, what's up with Emiliano, man? What we talking about Emiliano?
Wait,
Where he
Emiliano,
going?
what's up with that 11-round stoppage? What?
Are you
like
claiming
that
him?
11-round
Are you
stoppage?
claiming him? Yes or no?
Because I thought he was on a
Stop the
fast track.
claiming. Emiliano is a Mexican-American Chicano.
Oh, what?
Pocho, bro. He Pocho. He's like myself. He's like you. You're a New Yorican. Frontline's a New Yorican, but your roots are from Puerto Rico. Our
Right.
roots are from Mexico.
So I'm
we're
asking you.
Mexican-American.
Okay, so you think his career will be more on the line, like accepted as a legend or embraced by the Mexican fans, or you think he'll be treated like an Oscar De La Hoya?
No, he's an American fighter.
Look, brother, we're always gonna
Oh
be
shit, front
treated-
line, you sucker.
He's
I
an
ain't gonna
American
lie.
fighter.
We
Oh
can't even
yeah,
lie, bro.
but you know the great thing about us Mexican Americans, bro, that we could embrace both flags because we're American citizens. We're born and raised in the United States. However, we speak Spanish and our traditions are from Mexico. So,
Yeah, and
you know what, brother?
listen, Puerto Ricans are natural Americans. We are 100% Americans.
But let's be honest, though,
Do
bro.
Oh.
You know they're
guys have
gonna.
your own papi, do you guys have your own food and your own culture?
That
Yes.
culture's separate. Culture's separate.
Yeah, that's
That's
separate.
like if you separate the East Coast and the West Coast.
Keep
You
it
guys have your
boxing,
own
Hugo. Keep it
culture.
boxing.
You guys have your own culture, your own
Stop
way of
jumping me,
dressing.
bro. I just walked in the room and you fools are already trying to jump me? Come on, guys. Nah, bro. But let me get this off, though, brother.
No, what
Let
I'm
me get this
saying
off. You know, shout out to the Matchroom boxing card yesterday. One of the best cards so far. It was a sleeper. Shout out to the opening bout, Arturo Cardenas versus Jordan Martinez. What a
That was
fire
a
fight.
banger.
What
That was a banger.
That was a banger, dog.
That was a
Jordan,
banger.
bro, Jordan Martinez made me a fan, bro. Like, I've never heard about this kid, El Moreno. But this dude went in there and he's like, I belong in this big stage. And just because of that, I'll be following his career for the future.
For life.
Matchroom should send him a contract. And put him back. Shout out to Abelito. Shout out to Abel Ramos for fighting through that tough
Damn,
fight
Hugo,
against
calm down,
Samir
bud.
Squash. Man,
Let him.
stop it, bro. Shout out to Abelito Ramos
Nah,
Man,
yeah,
people were
well
counting him
deserved.
out in the first 4 rounds. He came back. He wobbled Tamir Smoth, and he ended up getting that upset win. What a
And they
beautiful
had big
fight.
expectations.
Beautiful fight. What a beautiful fight. And then
Right.
shout out to that co-main event, Emiliano Vargas Jr. It was a good fight. It was a tough test. Let's keep in mind that this Argentinian, he's a barn burner and he beat a top prospect, Mark Castro. He took his O and he wanted to take Emiliano's O.
Yeah.
Le estaba dando una paliza a Emiliano, tú lo sabes.
Let him finish. Let him finish. You let him finish. Go ahead, Hugo. Go.
But you know what, bro? If that guy wanted to go out on his shield, they should have gave him the respect and let him.
I didn't think his damages to his eyes were too severe. I don't think they should have stopped that fight, brother.
And there was only one more round left.
Yeah, I don't think they should have stopped that fight. It's not like his eye was closed like Nunez's eye. Nunez literally could not see through it.
Yes, sir. You're right, bro. And you're so right, round one. And that's why I love coming to your beautiful platform, because you're right. If that guy from Argentina wanted to go out on his shield, they should have let him go out on his shield, bro.
Nah, they stopped the fight.
Give that man that respect.
Yeah.
Give that man that respect and let him go out on his shield. And
Yep.
shout out to
Emiliano needs some
They
help.
stopped it because it would have made Emiliano look bad. He went 12
Yeah,
rounds.
porque, Hacho, tú sabes, Hugo.
It would've made him
Emiliano
look
needs
terrible.
some help from the referee,
Right now,
you know,
I
because
think-
Argentina was
Oh,
losing
shit.
that.
Oh shit, Malasa! You said he needed some help from the referee.
Help from the referee. That's why they stop it. You know.
Yo, nah, Emiliano was rocking him, dog. Malasa. Emiliano was doing a lot of good things in that ring. You can't front Malasa. Come on, man. That kid is nice.
Argentina was putting hands on him. Only
No,
Emiliano
that's what he
got that
needed.
face.
Well, this is his first
I
real challenge. You know what I'm saying? His real test. Give Emiliano, judge him for the level that he's on. You know what I'm saying? Judge him for the beginning in his career. No, Emiliano was good, but I became a fan of that Quintana kid from Argentinian. That dude was nice.
Yeah.
That dude was nice. But Vargas was nicer for making the adjustments and for shutting him down. I don't think we really appreciate the performance that Vargas put on as a young fighter. He showed a lot of veteran moves. He showed a lot of moves from a guy that would be
a robbery for Emiliano. Not just the Argentinian, because Argentinians never have it easy. When they come to the state, they always have to face some big name. They never have like an easy way to step up. No, you're gonna face the name. But Emiliano, I think was a robbery for Emiliano because I knew he can win in the 12th round, maybe knockdown or maybe by scorecard, and that made him. But give him this stoppage when the fight was so good and the guy can fight. For me, it was like a fake.
Yeah, that didn't help Emiliano at all.
Nah, bro, look,
a lot of people can talk trash about that. Oh yeah, me too. Yes.
This is
at the end of the day, shout out to my American Emiliano Vargas.
Yeah, USA.
Julio Cesar Chavez was giving him advice. Right when he came off, Julio Cesar Chavez was giving him advice.
You ain't shit for like. You're gonna get them started.
But I got his pure American blood from California.
He's Mexican American, bro. Stop it.
Nah, bro.
Man, stop it.
Hey, yo,
Hugo, I miss you. Hugo, I miss you, cabrón.
Bubos, your arch enemy Malasa's up here rocking with Bubos. Come on, man.
Come on, Bubos. You gotta get up on the panel. You gotta top it up.
Your arch nemesis is up here, man. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't gotta turn your camera on. Just come up here and pop some shit.
Yo,
Bobo's funny as shit. That's why I want him up here.
Bobos and Malasa be going at it. Yo.
So, but what was your guys' favorite fight of the night out of those 4 fights? Oh man, and shout out to Elijah Pierce. Shout out to Elijah Pierce doing all that shit in the motherfucking face-to-face weigh-in, bringing diapers, bringing all this stupid shit to that Venezuelan just to go in there and get rocked.
But that shows.
Yesterday, right? Small lost his title yesterday, right?
That just shows that even if you're an elite boxer, if you get caught, you could go out. So that's why the Ryan fight and Shakur fight is very interesting because Ryan could jump on him and he got the reach on him.
That's not
So
even
we don't know.
interesting for me.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie.
That's a gimme fight.
Shakur is
That's a
fucking
gimme
nice.
fight.
That's
Okay,
Shakur
one is
fucking nice.
140 pounders, and
But
the other one is a 147. One guy already have 4 divisions to go to a 5th division just to face for what? He can make money
let's
in
be honest.
140.
And let's put it like this, right? When we seen Barrios with Ryan, right? Sometimes Ryan would try to come in on Barrios, and Barrios would counter with like a body shot, something like that. And Ryan was like, "Fuck, let me just be patient, because it can't be this type of fight where I take damage just to get you out. Let me just catch you, feel me, slipping here and there." That's why a lot of people be mad and say, "Oh, Barrios is trash, Barrios is trash." But no, your man is getting set up by right hands and jabs to the face and body shots from the beginning of the first round and the second rounds. That's all he was getting. And a lot of people be talking shit, but shit, man.
No, Barrio wasn't trash. Barrio
That's
was a
but
good boxer. But
I'm just saying,
Ryan
you know,
needs step ups.
Ryan is better. But
Bro,
let's be honest.
Let me sit this straight. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I want to get this off my
You
chest.
good. Go ahead.
Barrios was the best 147 pounder. People were putting Brian Norman Jr. in front of Barrios. And that's a disgrace.
Brian Norman is
That's a disgrace.
No. We're not gonna
Yo,
do that.
Mexico, pump your brakes, Hugo. Pump your brakes, Hugo. You're talking crazy. Barrio, wait.
Ask me why. Ask me why, though. Ask me why.
Wait. Hold on. Stop. I'm not gonna ask you why. I'm just gonna tell you to explain yourself that if he's the best 147 pounders, why his last 2 fights he's coming off a draw?
They're fucking draws. They're close fights. And
No. Don't give me a pity pat story.
Bro, let me respond.
2 draws back to back. You're not the best 47 100. No, champion. No, you're not. No, you're not. Don't talk reckless. No.
Ask you this question. Who did Brian Norman beat at 147 pounds? That was the
Giovanni Santillan.
You want to know something? Wait, stop. Thank you for saying that, but stop. Key word. Who did he beat? Your guy can't beat shit. He goes into draws. So don't talk to me about a guy that he can beat, that he's beating fighters, or about a guy that's fucking doing draws. Don't come up here and compare a draw to a win.
Edwin, you telling me to chill, but damn, you taking shots.
No, you're crazy, Hugo. You're crazy.
Yo, Hugo,
you're crazy, bro. Don't do that to Mexico.
Hugo,
don't do that to Mexico, bro. I won't let you do that to them.
Hey, Bobos, we need you up here to defend the Mexican brethren because he's down bad right now.
Let me know when I can talk.
Not even that,
bro. Let me know when I can talk.
No.
Let me know when I can talk, dog. Let me know when I can talk.
You good, bro. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Go.
Because I was gonna say,
Mario Barrios. He beat Yordenis Ugas. That Yordenis Ugas had the best win. What? Come on, what? Oh, Yordenis Ugas is better than Santillan. Yordenis Ugas
hell
beat
no,
the Santillan. What the fuck? What?
Bro,
yeah.
Listen, bro.
Tripping.
Listen. Now, I'm not going to say, listen, right there, I feel like they even out. They even in skill. To me, they're even in skill.
And then we went and beat Maidana. We went it up. We ended up with a draw with Abel Ramos. You guys seen what Abel Ramos did yesterday against Tamir Smart.
Tranquilo, Hugo. Yo.
In here.
You better put some respect on the Azteca. And we took his belt. Ryan Garcia took his belt, dog.
Brother, but nobody's disrespecting him. Nobody's disrespecting him.
Nah.
The way you put him, you saying he's the best.
The best 147 champion. Get the hell out of here, Hugo.
Hugo down bad.
You crazy, Hugo.
Took his ass.
That's what I miss, Hugo. That's what I miss, Hugo.
He's a good fighter. And Brian, no, wait a minute.
Round one. Who was better than Mario Barrios? Let's go. Who was
Brian Omar Jr.?
Everybody that won. Everybody that knew how to win a fight. That's who's better than him.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yo, Hugo, I'm gonna ask you something. Did Brian Norman not call out Mario Barrios? Yes or no?
Yes, he did. And you know
what did Mario Barrios say? Why did Mario unify?
I don't want to.
He was busy with the Pacquiao fight. What?
Pacquiao.
Bro.
You mean to tell me the same Mario Barrio that got his ass whooped by an inactive fighter like Keith Thurman? That guy?
Bro, Brian.
That guy?
Watch Keith Thurman come back and beat Sebastian Fundora next month.
You
Oh,
crazy.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
He may
we'll
go
be
12
right
rounds.
here on the show. Why don't you join us, Hugo? We'll be
Yeah.
right here watching that fight. Why don't you come and join us?
I think Fundora gonna come
Fundora's
out
gonna.
and talk.
I think so. Yo, I think Keith Thurman will make a great account of himself.
Yes.
But you're fighting an
No lie, that's a
active
fact.
champion.
Word.
You're
You know
coming
one
off
thing-
injuries.
You know-
Your last
That kind of
win was
shit.
a fucking trash Jarvis win.
Yo,
Come on,
round
you
one.
got a lot of faith in one-time Keith Thurman because one time ago he was the man.
Yeah.
And one time Keith Thurman is going to come in here and Sebastian
Round
Fundora
one.
is going to show you one time why he's the champion.
Round one. Can I look? This is gonna play perfect in what I was telling you about the size and why a fighter only care about the weight only if you're bigger than him in size. Keith Thurman and Fundora. Right now, Keith don't care. Of course, I ain't gonna lie, he's a dog. He don't care, and he could box. I ain't gonna lie. In my mind, a video played of Nassim Richardson saying like, if you could box, you feel me? You could fight. You could fight till you 50. So that shit, I give Keith a chance to at least make it to 12 rounds. For me, if Fundora could stay patient and stay behind the jab, but I ain't gonna lie, Keith could get hurt bad. But yeah, again, look at Fundora. He's big as shit.
You see what Fundora did to Tim Tszyu, tough man Tim Tszyu?
Oh yeah, I better know.
He made him quit.
Knockout,
bro.
He said no mas. He didn't even come out the corner for the round.
Tim Tszyu fucked up. He shouldn't have gone in straight that fight. He was coming off a knockout.
bro, I swear to
vicious
God.
against,
This is on everything I love. I
That's
bet it on
champion,
Fundora both times.
Sebastian might stop Keith Thurman.
That
For me
size
right
is too
now-
much. It's too much.
He
for the
might
size.
stop
That's why
Keith Thurman.
Yeah.
As a
and
matter
you
of
know what?
fact, that's it. That's it, Hugo. That's it. It's me and you, Hugo. It's me and you outside. I got Sebastian. You got
Thurman.
one-time Keith Thurman.
Stop it.
Hold
That's
on.
it.
Wait.
You know I got
round one.
Fundora,
But
dog.
look at this though, round one. Let's remember though. Let's try to remember though.
He's a
Eric
sucker,
said-
Hugo.
Let's try to remember
Yeah.
round one. If Ericson and Lubin would have boxed Fundora more and moved, he could have won. So let's not forget Keith Thurman is a way better boxer than Tim Tszyu. Way better boxer.
Yeah,
Wait
but
a minute.
Fundora
Wait a minute. Wait. We're not just gonna say shit and get away with it, right? You mean to tell me that Lubin was a better boxer? How do you say so?
No,
He was
Keith is a better boxer.
he was evading and blocking the punches with his face because after the fight, his mother didn't recognize him.
No, I know. I'm
No.
saying though, let's not forget that if Lubin would have boxed, he would have done better.
If we're
Because
talking
Lubin is a better
if
boxer, he
But
caught
Fundora
Fundora.
don't let him.
Let's not lie.
But
If-
Fundora don't let
Fundora.
him.
He's not-
Fundora
It's just
is
Lubin
better
was
boxer
trying
now than when he fought Lubin.
Lubin's
He had
trying to
to
fight
upgrade
the
his
bigger
game.
man. He's trying to fight the bigger man. He got more reach and size.
And
This
what
is
happened
extremely
against
big.
Ortiz? Virgil Ortiz, the same size. What
it's
happened
just-
then?
Bro, that's damage that he already done took.
And what
Bro,
happened?
Damn!
Damn.
Stop bringing up the bad fights, wrong one. Why don't you talk about the Hammer Lubin versus Andrell Holmes?
Great
How long
performance.
ago?
Talk about
Great
that fight.
performance.
Slipping.
Great
I mean,
performance.
slipping.
Wait a minute.
When was
You're acting like I'm saying Lubin's trash or something when you guys are bringing me into fights that he lost. I know who the fighter Lubin is. Yo, that man had a good rise. Like the beginning part of his career, he was in position for a world title.
And mind
It's
you, I'm
just
from
that-
New York, so I know.
You want to know the problem with some fighters, and I talk about this sometimes, the importance of taking care of yourself coming up. I've seen many fighters leave their career in a sparring gym. I've seen many fighters leave
That's
their
what I'm saying.
career in a sparring gym. I repeat. You got to
Yes,
know
yes.
how to manage yourself.
Yeah, that's
And stop being like these fighters in New York or whatever, entering all these gyms and locking the door and having these wars in there that don't really mean anything because you're too much of a warrior and you want to prove you can whoop this dude's ass. You got to know how to train and how to be that fighter in the ring. Lubin was a remarkable talent. that I think he was on that line where
Nah, he's on that. He was on that level skill wise for sure.
Yeah,
That's
he
why
was.
I don't know. Did you ask me what happened with Lubin with Ortiz? That's why I said it's the punch. Like I ain't gonna lie, the damage he done took.
Well, my coach, I talked to my coach about that. I talked to my coach Rocky about that. I asked him the day after. I said, "Yo, Rock," I said, "You think that Lumen's a damaged fighter that he can't?" And he goes, "Well, Edwin, no, I can't. The fight happened too early, and he did get clipped in the temple. Anybody gets clipped with a shot like that in the temple, you're probably going out." Yeah. So he said to me, I can't say that Lubin is a damaged fighter. He just got caught in the right button, maybe. So he said, if I see Lubin in the next fight and I see his punch resist, he's not able to take punches and he's wobbling, then I'll be able to tell you. He said, but it just happened too early in the fight, and I got to admit that he got caught in the right place. So my coach,
what you say. Is what you say about the gym and the training. Like these boxers, sometimes they hire them to train this boxer for any given fight, and they want to go to that ring and beat the shit out of the boxers that they supposed to train with, trying to prove something, trying to win fights. They burn themselves. They burn themselves.
Mayweather used to have the doghouse rules, and you would fight until you couldn't fight no more, right? And Mayweather was ruining these fighters. They got a lawsuit on Mayweather because of that. Right now, it's actually going on in court. So it's because, you're damaging these fighters and you're putting them through these unnecessary fights that really don't mean anything. Yeah. You're just gambling on them in the comforts of a fucking basement gym. So fighters got to be careful with that. You gotta be
training,
Yeah, you gotta learn how to be a crash dummy. You can't be a crash dummy in the gym. Every guy that says, "Hey, you want to spar?" Don't be a crash dummy. No. Recognize when you put in the work you have to, and there's another day to train. I'm here training, not trying to kill myself. This is not for a world title fight. And then as you develop as a fighter, it gets hard to get sparring partners because let's say you're the champion and then I go to a gym. Every kid they put in front of me wants to prove that they can fight with the champion. So they're giving me 110%. And I'm trying to tell this kid, calm down. Let's just work.
Training.
Let's just work. But this kid, he's like, oh shit, I'm sparring the champion. And the champion's in there. He's in there training and sparring like he's in a fucking championship fight every round. It's good for the guy, but it's tough to get sparring partners and to get that work in and get your sparring partners to push you correctly. That's why when you get up there, we pay for sparring partners.
Yes.
If I'm honest,
some kids believe
that's why we pay for them. So they know their job.
If I beat the champion in sparring, I'm gonna get a title fight or I'm gonna get better.
Yeah,
fights.
It's crazy.
No, they hire you to train with him, not to beat him on.
Those are the guys
that broke his ribs. The guy that broke his ribs before fighting Tank Davis. What the hell, bro?
Right. Now, when you go to a gym and you're starting to, spar with everybody, that's why your coach says, yeah, I want you to come back. I want you to stay. You're crazy. You're trying to hurt my guy. I don't want you in there no more. You know how to spar. So then you work with them. Then you can build a history until the guy ends up turning pro and he can't work with you no more. Right? Like things like that. So that's how it's supposed to come out. But in a lot of situations, sometimes, you as a fighter, you're coming up, you don't got this kind of money. And this is what you go through. You got every guy in the gym trying to take off your head. So it's
a fight.
Coqui and this dude is going at it again. And Bo can't even type right now. He's having a meltdown. What?
Yo, bro, I haven't been here in a little bit, fool, but tell me what your opinion is against Inuge and Nakatani making it official in Japan for May 2nd. That's a good
Listen,
one.
Yeah.
That's a
that,
good one. That's a
that's
good
gonna
one.
probably be the best fight of the fucking
It's
2026
gonna be a
calendar year.
bloodbath. It's gonna be a
Facts.
bloodbath.
It might just
Facts.
be one of the best fights, bro. Listen, this is gonna be a war. Them two Japan dudes are fighting for the honor to be the Japanese best fighter, which Naoya Inoue already holds that torch.
Yeah.
But
I
now
say Inoue
you
holds
got
it,
you
yeah.
got somebody invading the castle.
Damn.
And Jujutsu's coming up with the fucking crew, knocking on Naoya Inoue's door. And Naoya Inoue, he told his entire gang, everybody, stay right here. I'm going outside by myself.
Oh, damn.
I'm going outside by myself. He's
Yeah.
doing, you know how when like in the movie Troy, when Hector and fucking Achilles fought, and Achilles drove to the castle by himself, dragging his no, he walked off dragging his body at the end, but he pulled up, called his name out, Hector came out, and they went at it, just them two, and then he dragged off his body. That's what Junto's doing. He's going to Inoue, but this time Naoya Inoue is going to drag him into the castle.
That's crazy, bro. That's gonna be a good fight, dude. I mean, Nakatani is not coming off the best win.
No, against Hernandez, no, he's not.
Sebastian, that fight, you know.
Yeah, Sebastian Hernandez surprised him. That Mexican dude was catching Junto with some shots. I don't feel that Junto should have been getting caught with the speed with that Hernandez, because now Hernandez, although great Mexican fighter, he's just not on the level of Naoya Inoue with the speed and the power. So if that guy was touching him up, it really made me concerned a little bit. But shout out to Junto for daring to be great.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something right now. In the Japan streets, there are whispers of who's the best boxer out there. Naoya Inoue is offended. You mean to tell me I did all of this for Japan? And let's just remind you, Japan, you didn't even pick me to defend you in the Olympics because you felt there was another Japanese fighter better than me. You guys opted out from Naoya Inoue to represent you. Then he goes on to be this kind of fighter, brings all the belts back home. He's honored, revered, and no sooner that he's on top of the podium, the whispers of this fighter, Junto, being greater than him, having 3 divisions, and no longer Naoya Inoue looks down and he says, you guys think he's better than me? And Naoya Inoue, listen, let me tell you something. They're not in the same weight division at the time. He didn't have to answer Junto. He's not even in his division. At an award ceremony in Japan, while they were honoring their best boxers, all of Japan's boxers. This is an award ceremony. Let me tell you about Japan's customs. It's not honorable to interrupt the night with your news. You better be a very big person, and it better be very important. When they go to boxing matches, they bring you a bouquet of flowers. Okay? They live by honor. Okay? Naoya Inoue at the award ceremony stopped the festivities to make an announcement. And he turned around and Junto was sitting right there and he told him, hey, you, I would love to fight you. All the best Japanese fighters are on that podium. Pick up on the situation. All tough men. And the Michael Jordan of Japan just spoke. And this LeBron James guy is trying to say he's better than me? Guess what? They're currently active. Both men still in their prime. And this fight, we're not going to have to wait 5 years in the making. Japan's not going to do like they do in America. 8 years too late. 6 years too late. You know what they decided? We're going to get it on and popping right now in real time. And if you say in Japan that this guy is better than me, Naoya Inoue didn't take another step further. He said, let's clear the room right now on who's the best fighter out here. It's me. And in Japan, in the Tokyo Arena, in front of 55,000 quiet, respectful Japan fans, it's about to go down. It's
Damn.
about to go down. And let me tell you something. When we speak about boxing and honor, there can't be no greater honor than fighting for all 4 belts. Oh, excuse me, 5, the ring. Naoya Inoue has all 5.
Yes, sir.
And in
Yes,
one
sir.
night, this is what's at stake. This is what Naoya Inoue brings to the table. First, you're going to make the most money you've ever made because he's the highest paying welterweight champion in existing time right now. Number 1. Number 2, Junta would go on to win his 4th weight division and become undisputed in one night. And you have the opportunity of dethroning Naoya Inoue and removing his O.
Damn, bro. This is going to be...
There is so much on the line.
Yeah, no, for facts. Inoue, bro, this is going to be like his 5th title defense undisputed?
No, this is his 6th straight title defense on all 4 belts.
Yeah, bro. I'm looking at his box rec right now. Bro, and they're good names. You got Ramon Cardenas. He came back with a badass win in a pro box, a knockout nice win.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah, we haven't seen MJ come back, but MJ's a good fighter, right? He's the next world champion, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he's a former. No. Correct yourself. He's a former unified world champion.
Oh shit, right. Even better. And then David Picasso was a mandatory contender.
Yes,
a mandatory challenger. He got Luis Neri. Damn, we know Luis Neri's a good fight.
Luis Neri is a former world champion.
TJ Doheny, I don't know.
A former world champion.
Oh shit! Now what about Yi Jun Kim?
He was a late replacement from North Korea that stepped in with balls on 10 days' notice.
But who did he replace?
He replaced Sam Goodman that got his second eye cut from avoiding Naoya Inoue.
Oh shit! And then you got Marlon Tapales.
Marlon Tapales was a unified world champion. He took his 2 belts.
And then you got Cool Boy. And then
Stephen Cool Boy Fulton was a unified, undefeated world champion and a pound-for-pound fighter at the time.
Damn, bro. He welcomed Inoue to the division.
No, Naoya Inoue kicked open the front door and announced it, and in 6 months, he already had all 4 belts. Jeez. Damn, it took him 6 months to get all 4 belts. When these guys are struggling with the belts, playing, they're knocking each other off because Marlon Tapales beat MJ and for his belts, for the 2 he had. So these guys were so good that they keep knocking each other off, and not one of them could be the dominant king. Naoya Inoue came to the division, wiped them all out, and showed that they can, and because they say Naoya Inoue doesn't fight nobody. There's nobody down there. Then why isn't nobody else doing what he's doing?
Mm.
Why isn't any of these other guys, in real time, right now, show me that that's that easy? And if it was that easy in the super bantamweight division, just know your boxing history. There has never been an undisputed unified world champion in the bantamweight history. Meaning, like at 147, there has been many undisputed champions. Yes. At the heavyweight, there's been many undisputed champions. There's never been one at super bantamweight until that Japanese dude.
Now, round 1, I agree with everything you're saying, and I salute you, Inoue, number 1. But let's not forget, when we're talking about these lower weight divisions, never forget that name of Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
No,
Rodriguez.
No, and your boy Jesse. No, listen, you know how I am with Jesse. He's an amazing fucking fighter. That's my guy right there. I can't wait, but I just will not allow the hype persuade me that Jesse should fight Naoya Inoue. Because no, wait. Let me talk about it. Let me explain why. Because some people will get confused. Because I love Naoya Inoue as a fighter, but I would want the fight to be fair. In a good world, if you can blow up Jesse Bam Rodriguez and give him that nice stature, then I would accept it. But if you're gonna ask Jesse Bam Rodriguez to go up, then you better ask Naoya Inoue to come one weight down. If he's going to sacrifice something, make Naoya Inoue sacrifice something. Stop making the guy do a Saul Canelo Alvarez shit like Terrence. You see what I'm saying? Because it's not every day you're going to get Terrence Crawford to be a slower version of Saul. When you fight Naoya Inoue, you're fighting the best skilled fighter. Now, I think that Bam's footwork and everything is superior, and I would love that fight. I just want it on a more even playing field. I don't want Bam to jump up 2 weight divisions. If he loses to Naoya Inoue, I'm going to come up here. I'm not going to give Naoya Inoue that much credit because you had to drag him up. Now, make it interesting, Naoya Inoue. Sacrifice a little bit of something so that if he has to gain weight, it'd be more interesting because I want it to be competitive for real. I would always love to see what would happen if they really fought. But even, I want to know if Bam can beat him, if they beat that Japanese dude. And I want to know if Naoya Inoue can beat Bam. You know what I'm saying? We're already going to get Junto and Naoya Inoue. We always wanted to know that. So they're already giving us that. I just don't want Bam to be out fucking
outweighted.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. I'm not gonna respect the win from the Japan dude. No, I'm not. No, I don't like that. I'm not biased, bro. I like Naoya Inoue, but if they put him in a fuck situation, I'm gonna call him out.
Bro, and I respect you, bro. And I respect you on that one, dog. I mean, yesterday Eddie Hearn, they asked him like, "What's next for Bam?" And he says that they want to get him undisputed, but Wilfredo
doesn't want to fight him.
No, well, he has a mandatory round 1. He has a mandatory, which is Andrew Maloney, which is number 4 in the IPF. And
come on, you mean to tell me you can't pay Andrew Maloney 10 grand to step aside?
He doesn't want the money.
He doesn't want it?
No. They offered him the step aside money, round 1. They offered him, and I believe Eddie Hearn. I believe that Eddie Hearn would offer him the step aside money.
You know he would. Yeah.
So he says that he's not gonna take that step aside money.
He's not. Andrew said no already.
No, Andrew said no. Andrew says that he wants that fight. So
Fuck.
Eddie Hearn said. So Eddie Hearn says, you know what? There's 2 options. Either wait for that fight to be taking place. They'll probably purse bid for that one. Matchroom will to have that on their platform, make it easier for the winner can undispute with Jesse Bam Rodriguez.
Right.
Bam could wait, or they could go up to bantamweight, which is 118,
yep,
and fight another Matchroom new signee, a Mexican brethren, a full-breeded Mexican brethren by the name of Christian Chispa Medina.
Right. Now, check this out. Hey, yo, Hugo.
Yes, sir.
I don't mean to change the conversation too much, but it's on the same. Did you see Ed Hearn's face while Nunes was getting his ass kicked?
Yeah, bro.
Did you see the look on his face? He was like,
yo,
he looked like he put too much money in this fight.
Yeah, well, it was well. You know what's funny?
He might have gambled on the side. I think Ed Hearn lost a gambling bet.
You know what's funny about that?
He put money on his guy.
You know what's funny about that round 1 is that coincidentally, now they're trying to sign the last agreement versus O'Shaquie Foster with that's top rank and Raymond Ford that's Matchroom. So maybe on the back end, Eddie Hearn is like, fuck, I still got one chance to get one of these belts with Raymond Ford. If that fight gets finalized this week, then there'll be another Matchroom and top rank.
I think Raymond Ford's going to beat O'Shaquie Foster now.
Hey, bro, don't sleep on O'Shaquie Foster. Do not sleep on O'Shaquie Foster.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
You know?
He's an elite. He's elite, bro. It's going to be hard for Raymond to come in there and try to do what he do because, shit, he had, even with Ivan Nova, I think Ivan Nova gave him a good fight.
Yeah, but the only reason why I saw Raymond Ford lose is because he was weight drained so bad.
No. Ivan Nova, not Nick Moore.
But I'm bringing back to Raymond Ford. When I saw him finally lose that belt, he knew he should have vacated that belt to fight before. and move up. So I know that Raymond Ford can fight strong. And there's a better, stronger version of him. And Oshaki, he fights to the level, I think, of his competition. Sometimes he could drift off. He's had a bad habit of drifting off in a fight when he gets bored. He's dominating it.
Oshaki versus Raymond Ford. Ooh, that sounds great.
And you know, I fuck with you and I listen to you, but let's be real, bro. We see Raymond Ford. Raymond Ford right now, he look more huskier, he look bigger.
Yeah, why?
He could make the weight. It's not that he had a problem with the weight. It's just the way you get it down. Like I heard Eddie had to get a nutritionist.
126.
Because if
he was really fighting at 126 versus Nick Bull.
It might be one of those cases, my brother, where Raymond Ford is still weight drained.
Wait, let him finish. I want to hear. Go ahead.
He was, but that I was seeing that fight. It was a lot of things he could have done to win that fight. It looked like probably the weight did affect him somewhat, but we don't know how he got that weight down. Because at the end of the day, if you're telling me my promoter is putting me somewhere that I'm going to lose, I'm not going to ride with you.
Right.
You're really going to put me in predicament to lose and then ask me why I lost. Like, you can't. Come on, bro.
Why he's no way like Hearn right now.
This is why I believe there's really a science to this boxing shit. That's why a lot of, like, even with Benavidez be sucking his shit down, no homo. But Benavidez be sucking himself down, bro.
Yeah.
And then when he comes up, he look like a better thing. Shit, he look like a bad.
But in 126 is different. 126.
But you know why he could suck down?
To 126.
He don't got muscle definition. Like you see his muscle, he's just sucking down the water. The water. He's a good fighter, but he's just sucking down the water like a Tyson Fury. They just suck down the water, whatever, and then put the weight back, and that's like an armor. That thing is like an armor for him, because you ain't hearing no bones.
So that take the stamina. That take the take your stamina out. Take your speed out. Get you tired faster.
That boy look fast, bro. That nigga don't look slow, man. If he throwing them hands, man.
Yeah. Yo, guys,
but Raymond Ford right now in 130, super fast, strong. You know, like
you guys are stupid.
Nah,
no. Not you guys talking. The guys in the chat. This chat, you guys are crazy, bro. In this chat, you guys are crazy. Oh my God, bro. Is this how you guys do this? They spelling the word in different.
Now let's keep it boxing.
These guys are fucking gone.
Let me get something.
Let them do whatever. You know what? They just shall keep rolling. Fuck it.
Let me get this off my check. Let's keep this boxing. Now we can talk boxing. All right. Look, after yesterday's great performance from El Vaquero Navarrete, it is my personal, my humble, my respectful opinion that Emmanuel Vaquero Navarrete should be 10 on the pound for pound list, and Oscar Collazo should be taken out. I'm gonna tell you why. You're talking about a 3-division world champion, unified champion at 130th. Oscar Collazo has never fought in another weight division other than 105. I don't know why is Oscar Collazo number 10 on there. I think El Vaquero should replace Oscar Collazo as the number 10 pound fighter. All right?
All right. Are you done? Are you done? Stop. Everybody stop. I got this.
I'm done.
I got this.
Come on,
okay.
Let's go.
Okay. Great pitch. But the pound for pound list is not, you're not awarded to be placed on there because you win a belts or divisions. The pound for pound list is based off skill. And Vaquero is fundamentally flawed in every area. His footwork is about.
Did you watch his fight last night?
Yes, his footwork is about. Excuse me, sir. I'll let you talk. Let me talk. When we grade a fighter on a pound for pound list, you grade him on skill. There's no way on God's green earth Vaquero, unfortunately, belongs on a pound for pound list. You have to be fundamentally sound in every area. That's footwork, defense, offense, speed, twitch-like movements, and we compare you to the other fighters in other divisions. That's why it's multiple fighters from all divisions on a pound for pound list. Okay, if your argument would have been he's the best 130-pound champion, well then you had me there, but you had to stretch it and try to put him on a pound for pound list for what he accomplished. You see, that's the reason why. Excuse me. That's the reason why. Because see, you're gonna speak again, and you're just jamming your foot down your mouth. Because 3 divisions has nothing to do with this. Because when you speak like a casual, unfortunately, you think that pound for pound has to do with pound for pound divisions. No, pound for pound sounds better than skill for skill. That's all it is. It's just a name. Okay. It doesn't actually mean you have to go up pound for pound, because there's a fighter that dominated at one weight division and was on the pound for pound list. He never moved up. So weight divisions and your little argument about 3 divisions doesn't mean shit, because it doesn't come into play.
So then why is Shakur Stevenson on number 3?
Because he's skillful. Because he's skillful. Because he's skillful. You're the only one that thinks that Shakur's on the list because he climbed up 4 divisions. No, he's not. Shakur never got put on the list because he's a 4 division champion. No, he's on the list because he's very skillful.
And he's 3-time ring champion. So
okay, so what I'm saying to you is this: Shakur Stevenson, skill wise as a boxer, is miles from a lot of these guys. A lot of these guys. And unfortunately, if we were talking about skill, Navarrete would be down at the bottom of the pole.
You can't say that.
Because wait a minute, excuse me, wait. Let me explain something to you. I'm not saying that Navarrete is not skillful, because that's what you're hearing. That is exactly what you're hearing, and I know it. You don't understand. He's not skillful when it comes to all areas. But Navarrete is a master of his own style. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. The Navarrete style, not everybody can pull it off. And the Navarrete style, the understanding, he has one style. Every time Navarrete comes out, he's a one-dimensional fighter, but you just can't beat him. Because he's strong and he's unpredictable. But he's not skillful in the sense of all avenue. Like, he can't cut ring, the angle, his twitch-like movement is evasive. He'll stand there. You know, he doesn't have a multi-level jab. That's pound for pound, Papi. That's what a pound for pound fighter is. Not a guy that gets belt to weight divisions. That's nothing of that.
So then, if El Vaquero Navarrete
and wait, 1 more second, 10 more seconds. And what you said was that a Navarrete needs to be taking Oscar Collazo's spot. The problem with that is Oscar Collazo, as a whole fighter, is way better than Navarrete, and that's why he sits at that spot.
In my opinion, he was struggling his last fight versus Jason Basin. He was getting Hansen Hood.
Because he was struggling because his level of opponent was better than Nunez was last night. That's why.
I can't agree with you there. And I cannot agree with you
yes.
there.
Oh, yeah? Well, then tell me. Oh, yeah. Wait. Stop. If Navarrete's opponent was better, you know what your problem is, Hugo? You're hearing Nunez's name, and you remember all the knockouts that he did. I'm talking about the actual performance where he lost the first 4 rounds and didn't do shit. All right? So my guy that fought Oscar Collazo didn't take off the first 4 rounds. He was competitive with Oscar. He was a better opponent.
Take off a round or 2 so you could read the
round or 2. He took off 4 rounds. Bro, he was fighting his idol. He was more starstruck than anything. You remember in Nunez the fucking force that he was when he was knocking everybody out. And I can agree with you on that. But you need to evolve with the times and the right now. You're going to sit here and tell me that Nunez's performance was better than the guy that Oscar Collazo struggled against? You're full of shit.
No, I'm not full of shit. What I'm
hell no. Nunez didn't start fighting until late in that fight.
He wanted to read Navarrete's power. He wanted to.
He wanted to. He was downloading information, and it never happened. He had bad wire.
And in my opinion, that Oscar Collazo.
Your opinion. That guy fought Oscar Collazo. I'm a fucking no. He fought way better. That's why he struggled against him, because he was trickier, he was fast, and he was actually boxing Oscar Collazo. Your boy was a punching bag. So much, in fact, that they stopped the fight because he couldn't see out of one eye.
Well,
How the hell was he better?
Yo, he was getting caught with hooks.
Get the hell out of here, Hugo.
You
crazy.
Yo,
I'm just saying my opinion. I've never seen Oscar Collazo try to move up in weight, try to challenge himself. He stays at 105.
What are you talking about? No, he didn't. He went back down on 105. He fought at 108. He went backwards. You don't know nothing about Oscar Collazo.
He started his career at 108. He failed that.
He went back down to dominate the division. He did go up.
Because he felt the power at 108, and he's like, "Whoa, let me go back down."
Stop it!
108. What power?
What power? This guy's crazy.
Like,
He want Navarrete to beat 10 pound for pound.
Yo, and I think it was you, because it was somebody.
You wildin'.
Yo,
Three-division world champion, unified.
Yo.
Bro, you better start putting some respect on El Vaquero Navarrete.
You crazy.
You better start
It
putting
was
some
somebody.
No, yo, listen, yo, frontline. I mean, sorry. I'm sorry. Listen, we never said we weren't putting no respect on Vaquero's name. I had Vaquero in the fight. I picked him to win.
I put it not to go the distance.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we around here, we love the Vaquero, bro. He's a fucking warrior. You're the one bugging. You're the one bugging. We got all kinds of respect of that man's name here. You know what I'm saying?
Put him on the fucking 10.
No, I can't do that. No, you're not crying your way on the pound for pound list. It's not called the crying list. It's not called the crying list. Shut up. You're not getting on.
When Vaquero moved up to 135 to fight Barancik, did he win or lose? Bad.
He lost.
Bad. Badly. He lost bad, bro. That was terrible.
You go crazy. You go crazy.
Bro, Hugo, look, I'm not saying Vaquero's a good champion, bro. He did his thing. I ain't gonna lie. He from where he comes from, he's always gonna be remembered as a great. Like, you feel me? From where he come from, Mexico, his part of Mexico. You feel me? But you can't put him on the pound for pound list, because there's still more people that done more, bro. Bro,
a 3-division world champion unified.
Listen. Teofimo Lopez done more than him. He's not on the pound for pound list.
He hasn't done nothing.
I fight good off the back foot.
Number 3. Shakur went number 3. And mind you, Tio wasn't even on the pound for pound list. He done more than Navarrete, bro. And you can't.
Yo, Hugo! Wait. Stop. Hugo, you got a supporter, Hugo. Check it out. Look what my man here says. Check it out. Bing! Look, Hugo, look on the screen.
Well, yeah, man,
I agree with the caller. Navarrete is number 10.
Bro, that's just my personal opinion. He's a 3-division world champion. He's unified at 130, and he's gonna try to go for another division. I believe that he's a 4-division soon-to-come world champion. Oscar Collazo has never won a belt in another division. He fights
Oscar Collazo is a better skilled fighter than Navarrete, hands down. That's why he belongs on the list. That's it.
You can't say that, and you can say
I can say that with certainty. Certainty.
Hugo,
as a whole, Oscar Collazo is a way better fighter than Navarrete. Unfortunately, Hugo's the one that got me comparing the two, because I shouldn't be having this conversation, and I shouldn't be bringing down Navarrete's skill, because I love, and I've already explained, I've already explained he's a master at his own style, Navarrete. Okay, I've already explained that. But as the way the dance is supposed to go, Navarrete he's not on the level of Oscar Collazo. I'm sorry. No, he's not.
3-division world champion?
You keep saying 3-division like that means something.
He wildin'.
You wildin'. That don't mean nothing.
If he beat Foster and Raymond Ford, then I'll consider him even being on. If he beat them two, I consider.
You're fucking trying to throw him through the motherfucking fire. Throw Oscar Collazo through the fire. Let that little motherfucker
you have to
fight somebody.
What hater? You're a little Mexican hater, bro. Why are you bringing up Oscar Collazo? Why couldn't you go after anybody else? It had to be a Puerto Rican, right? You're a little hater. You are a hater.
He's number 10 on the list.
Stop it. You're a hater.
He shouldn't be there.
Yeah. You know why? You know why I know hate's in your blood and you can't even hide it? Because the only two people you used on the pound for pound list to describe your Mexican fighter was Oscar Collazo and Shakur Stevenson, both Puerto Rican. You are a full-blood hater, bro. Yes, you are, Hugo. Listen, you taking shots at PR and you think like I don't catch on to your little shit.
You know what's crazy?
Fuck out of here, bro.
No funny shit, Ramon. Hugo Ramon, I was there gonna put like 1,000 on Navarrete, but he was just talking my head off. He's like, bro, Nunez may catch him, bro. Navarrete's slipping. He don't really be getting shaved. That's another thing they be saying. He don't really get in shape. You never know with him. Sometimes he there, sometimes he not. He probably drinking. I'm like, damn. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just put it not to go the distance because I know they're gonna go at each other. Two Mexican with pride. Yeah. You know, but I was
Isaac Dogman, Valdez, Joel Gonzalez, Liam Wilson, Roberto Concepcion, Oscar Valdez again.
But those are all forward fighters, bro. They all come forward fighters, bro. He got those little ass. Those are all come forward.
You guys seen that? David Morrell's back in the gym. He's got a fight now too, right?
Yeah,
you guys
I love that. I ain't gonna lie, I got him. I like him to beat this other guy. I ain't gonna lie, he wasn't that bad. David Morrell, Smith? He just got
Callum Smith is
box. My bad.
Go ahead.
Coming off a great win.
I was saying David Morrell, he just got to know when to pick his time to when to box and when to pour it on a guy.
Well, you got to remember. Wait, brother. I didn't mean to cut you off, but you got to remember that David Morrell was kind of rushed into star status. His record was actually small. Remember this. Like David Morrell kind of like got like pushed into this David the Monster Benavidez fight because he was the only one that would fight him. He had the balls to fight David the Monster Benavidez, but he had like 11 fights or some shit going into that fight. He's not, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, David Morrell, you gotta, you know, he's up there. We know his name, but you gotta kind of, you know, step back with him a little. He is still actually learning.
You know, the other thing too is that he's with Ronnie Shields. Sometimes, even with him,
he moved. He moved already. He moved.
Wait, hold on.
He's not with him no more.
Oh yeah. I forgot he definitely moved. But even when you with coaches that even y'all don't speak the same language, sometimes those are key things. Because I feel even in the Cruz fight, like Bosey speaking English, and he probably speaking something, but then you know Andy, you know, like he's relying on the translator, and the translator on the fly is like you can't say everything when shit is crucial time and everything needed to be delivered. And I feel like that kind of play a big part.
You see, Andy learned English fast though, right?
He learned the slang, you know, the little
quick,
bro.
That's a great interesting fact that you pointed out because I've never thought about it like that, but. Same thing with Andy Cruz, right? When
I want him to go to Robert Garcia gym. I want Andy Cruz to go to Robert Garcia gym for some reason. I just want him to be a Robert guy because I feel like they get the work. You feel me? They get good work in there. They got boxers. They got boxers and punches. You feel me? People that try to come forward. So they try to do a good style mix-up. They do good with the styles. I ain't gonna lie. Because the Virgil.
Nah, man, Robert Garcia is one of the best gyms in the whole boxing because he got a lot of talent from every weight classes, and there's good sparring there, you know. And it's in an okay area. It's not in LA, but it's but like it's not so far from LA. So you got the international airport here, one of the biggest ones in the country. You could fly in for sparring. You could fly out. Like it's pretty good, man. But for the David Morrell, I feel bad for the guy that he allegedly beat when he didn't beat Imam Katayev. If you guys remember that fight, that was a great fight. He put down.
Yeah, he was getting cold with a lot of left hands.
Yeah. Hey, yo, Mr. Miyagi with a $5 super chat. Shout out to Mr. Miyagi. Mr. Miyagi, you guys read this chat right here, there, Mr. Miyagi. Why isn't he fighting the rematch with the fight was?
We will. That's
no. Wait. But you know, he went and fought. You know,
a unification. So what, you gonna fucking downplay him for trying to unify the division? When now you motherfucking do is say that champions should fight champions? So now you want to throw dirt on his name for unifying?
Nope, not me. I have it.
You better
I have
it
it.
because I'm catching out to you.
I asked the question, and
I'm
I mean, you answered it with rage,
I'm
but
answering the question. He
I'm
fucking
saying,
didn't fight Charlie Suarez because he wanted to unify.
did
the
I ask
division.
the question? Wait a minute. Did I ask the question, or did Mr.
bro.
Miyagi pay
Hugo,
$5 to
Hugo.
ask the question?
No,
Slow
that's
down,
your-
Hugo.
That's your
Hugo,
burner account, and
I got a
that's
question
you.
for Hugo. Bro, do you
Yeah,
want
what's up,
Never Ready
dog?
to go on
That's
this?
my brethren account. You said, what did he say?
That's your
What is-
burner account.
That's my burner
funny.
account. This guy's a burner. So he comes on my show, talks, falls asleep on my show one time and everything. That's still my burner. Hugo, you're something else, kid.
Wait, Hugo,
Slow down.
Go ahead.
Do you want Never Ready to go undisputed? Yes or no?
Of course.
So that's how
Of course
he
I want
needs
him
to
to go
be.
undisputed.
He needs to fight a Foster. That's why I said Foster, because either Raymond Foster or I said Raymond Foster. I'm crazy.
Oh, shit.
Raymond Foster.
Foster
Oh,
and
shit.
Raymond.
Oh, shit. Hey, yo, Hugo.
What's up,
Yeah,
man?
Hugo.
I'm right here, dog.
They got
Hugo.
fight.
6'10", Nas, 6'10" Nas, outbidded Mr. Miyagi's $5 donation super chat, and he hit it up with a $10 super chat, and he says Hugo is cooking.
I'm here to cook.
Yo!
I'm here to cook. And I
Yo,
speak
you-
nothing
you-
but facts. I speak nothing but facts here, bro. I come right here with a passion, and I defend the great name of Mexico.
I don't know about
American
facts,
boxing.
but passion, yes, I'll give you the passion. I don't know about the facts, but
What? That Navarrete is not a 3-division world champion, unified at 130? That's a fact.
yeah. That
That's
Mario
fact.
Barrios is the best 147 champion we have.
And he is. And
Shut the hell up, Hugo.
Bro,
You
Ryan
crazy.
Norman Jr. never had or never beat your Dennis Ugas. So stop
What?
the fucking lies.
Bro, stop, bro. We was
What?
just talking about people taking punishment, bro. You know what Errol did to him? Had his face looking like the Muffin Man. Come on, bro.
Man,
Stop.
don't fucking discredit a next
Yo,
world champion.
Errol,
Dennis
yo,
Ugas.
and after that, Ugas just get hit and he go down, bro. Come on, bro. That's like we not even
There you
going
go.
Hey,
There you
yo,
go with the
listen.
nonsense.
Bro,
There
you
go
can't
with-
accept
Right.
reality, bro.
Listen, Hugo,
Bro,
you might have
Brian
got your
Norman Jr.
guy to go up 5 on you, but I know the chat is gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? Mr. Miyagi, where you at? Like, don't let him show you up. Like,
Speaking facts here. I'm just speaking facts here, dog. You guys, I hate when they try to discredit Mario Barrios, bro. Ryan Garcia.
Bro, no, Mario Barrios
Ryan
is good,
Garcia-
bro.
Bro, Ryan
Hugo,
Garcia
I'ma
has
tell
the
you something,
best
look.
win. Ryan Garcia has the best win at 147 pounds. And I'm
This
saying
is-
it right now. Timestamp it. Go ahead.
Look, this the people that get mad and question, oh, why was Barrios getting hit with the right hand so early? This and that. If y'all watch Ryan, what was the first shot Ryan hit him with? He was faking like he was going to the body first. He came with a big right hand to the head. Then after, right hand to the body. Then what?
Okay, let
Right
me-
hand to, he
can I
was
talk-
changing levels
Oh.
on him. That's what and Mario Barrios couldn't get the timing on the speed. Like, yo, I'm like,
okay,
yo, how people just
guys. This is a deeper, darker criminal link.
Oh, man. Here we
Right,
go.
now check
with
this
the
out.
discredit. Here we
Stop,
go with
stop.
discrediting.
Stop.
ahead. Go ahead,
This
go
is
ahead.
a deeper, darker criminal link. Check this out, guys. Hear me out. This is a case where we've seen time and time again where social media plays a big factor in a fight. What do I mean by that? Coming into the fight with Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney went on a campaign and said, Ryan Garcia, you're two things. You're a quitter. You quit in the Tank David fight, and all you are is a left check hook. Okay. Why do I say all of that? Because that's what Devin Haney knew and banked on. Coming into the Mario Barrios fight, Mario Barrios teams up with Joe Guzman, Ryan Garcia's former coach. Now he's training Mario Barrios, and he's telling Mario Barrios and social media and the whole world, Ryan Garcia, all you are is a left check hook. That the most basic strategy that all Mario Barrios was hearing, on social media, he's a left check hook. The most basic strategy was implement a straight right hand. Mario Barrios, you're a world champion. According to Hugo, the best 147 pounder in the world. And you actually mean to tell me that you train so much for a left check hook rather than training for a boxing match? You listen to social media. You listen to everything else. And Mario Barrio, you're a way better boxer than that. But you allow Joe Guzman, social media, and the rest of the world convince you that Ryan Garcia is nothing but a left check hook. Ryan Garcia did something basic, the most simplest thing, straight right hand. And he caught Mario Barrio flush. When he hit Mario Barrio with the first right hand, go back and watch it, he was out on his feet. Mario Barrios has a good poker face. He was hiding it well. That all Ryan got to do, all he had to do was touch him up top, boom, and he sat him down.
Bro.
You mean to tell me that according to Hugo, the best 147-pound champion in the world got beat by a straight right hand, and that's all it took?
And what
Let me tell me again how
what did Brian Norman get beat by? What did Brian Norman get beat by?
Why are you moving the goalposts? I'm talking about your guy. You can't talk about no. You're not moving the goalposts. You can't talk about your guy and use someone else as an example. Why don't you use the guy that you're defending for an example?
And I will. But
so talk about Mario Barrio.
I will talk about Mario Barrio, the best 147 pounder at that time. Okay.
Because Hugo says so.
No. Let's go off the box rec. Let's go off the box.
How about this, Hugo? How about this, Hugo? Because you don't seem to live in the now. He is not the 147 best champion because he's no longer champion. Why don't you put that in your pipe and smoke it?
He was at that time. No.
If he was so good and he was the best 4,700 pounder, why doesn't he have his belt?
Because he lost it to a greater champion.
Oh my God!
Nah, it's not even that.
Garcia.
No lie,
and you
Hugo.
heard this here. Time-stamp it, brother. Time-stamp it because
so
Brian
did
Norman
that make
Jr.
wait a minute, Hugo? Did that make Ryan Garcia the best 147 pounder in the world?
That makes him the best fighter at 147 fighter with the best win. Yes.
Hugo.
Yeah,
and I said it here.
Look, let me take it over round one. Let me take it over. Hugo, but this is the thing, bro. I feel like you confusing it because for one, bro, yes, Ryan did him nasty. He did him. He beat him great and he won, and I'm happy he won the belt. But there's still flow in Ryan. Ryan could be countered with the right hands, left hands, because he leave his hands down a lot. Actually.
Bro, everyone has flaws, dog.
Bro.
Everyone has flaws.
No, of course, everybody has flaws. That's a fact. But he's at a weight where there's
Listen,
hunters.
Hugo, your campaign on that he's the best 147 pound champion, that was last week. He is no longer champion, so he wasn't good enough to keep his belt. If you were the best champion, at least you would keep your belt.
At least make it a competitive.
And you guys wouldn't give him credit for beating Ryan Garcia. You guys wouldn't give him a better win than Devin Haney beating Ryan Norman. So let's stop it, bro.
Hugo, we know Ryan is that much elite, but if Barrios was the best 147 champion, he would put up a better fight.
Hey, yo, tell Koki. Tell Hugo. Hey, yo, right here. Look, champion. He writes, Barrio was a title holder, not an elite champion.
And you guys are fucking haters because
not an elite champion. He was a title holder, not an elite champion. Once again, let me read it one more time. He was a title holder, not an elite champion.
Let me ask you a question, round one. Why is Brian Norman better than Mario Barrios? And why was he the man in the division? Come on, answer it. Why
bro,
was
that's
Brian
opinionated.
Norman?
What you mean, bro? That's somebody's
What
opinion.
makes Brian Norman Jr. better?
Look, we gotta see them fight. We gotta see them fight.
Damn, my eyes are bad, bro.
We have to see them fight to know who's really better.
That says Captain How.
But Brian Norman looks better. Brian Norman looks better. You feel me?
Against who? Against who? Jim
bro,
that got knocked out?
Wait, hold on. Time out. I got you. Okay, so now if we go up the ladder of the rankings, if we go based on the rankings, the three guys that freaking Brian Norman has for are ranked higher than
Hugo's on that shit, bro. Don't even argue with him, Ray. Let's just move on from this because Hugo, you ain't not gonna get him. Hugo's backing up a guy and claiming him to be the best coming off 2 draws. That should say everything right there.
2 draws? Did he lose? Did he lose? As of
No,
did
that
he
just
lose?
shows.
Exactly,
No,
he didn't lose.
no.
Yes, he just
didn't lose.
yes, he just lost. Yes, he did.
But you consider that a loss.
I answered you.
You don't consider
You
that
said
a loss. You
answer
don't
me.
consider
Did
that
he
a loss.
lose? Yes, he just lost.
But those two draws, did he lose? Or did he even
He
lose?
lost his last fight. Yes, he did.
They could have won either way, to be honest. And he lost his last fight too, brother. But we
Yo,
not saying
Hugo,
that
you down
Barrios-
bad, bro. You
It's
down
the
bad,
way
Hugo.
that-
I'm not down bad. Just because
You down bad.
Just because you
The
feel like
way
trying to
you
jump me two
delivering
against
it-
one, I'm not down bad. Dog. I'm here to stand my ground, and I'm here to speak
Nah, I
up for
feel
the
you. Nah, that's
nonsense
a fact.
that you guys are saying. Brian Orman Jr. wasn't a better champion than Mario Barrios, and I'm gonna stick to that. And timestamp
Alright.
it, bro. Because
Oh, you never said that. That wasn't the argument. You're moving the goalpost. You know, that wasn't the argument.
Nah, stop.
Yo,
it,
I'm gonna
stop
ask
it,
you.
stop
I'm gonna ask Hugo something. Who would you prefer?
What's up?
How would you prefer? How would you prefer to win a title? To fight against the number one contender or to fall in your lap? How would you want to win that title? Just you
Is
crazy.
Rolly a great champion? He's a
Of
title
course.
holder,
He's a
Jason
three-division
says.
world champion, and he's a three-division world champion.
Hey, yo,
laugh at that
Rolly's
guy.
better than fucking Mario Barrio.
Yo, that fight could go either way. Word.
Yo!
Man, Rolly Romero beats the shit out of Brian Norman Jr.
Hey, yo,
Nah,
Rolly
you
got to
crazy.
win over Ryan.
Crazy?
Wait.
Yeah, he
Rolly
got
got to
to
win over Ryan, and Ryan got to win over Mario Barrio.
So
So
what?
I'm not sure Mario Barrio can beat Rolly. And quiet is kept. I think Rolly's a 3-division champion, ain't he?
He is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a three-division world
All
champion.
right, then.
So
So
why
you're
would
going to put Rolly on the pound-for-pound list?
Not yet
Why don't you
because he not yet because he hasn't defended his belt. Let him defend the belt.
Bro,
let him
keep
defend
it
the
moving,
belt.
brother. Keep it moving.
Nah. You see, there's the thing with round one.
Yo,
There's the thing with round
get
one.
the
You
bag.
crazy.
Round one.
You
If he doesn't have
crazy.
If he doesn't have any Puerto Rican blood in him, he's not a great champion.
Nah,
If he
you
has a
see how
little
you
bit of
try to
Puerto
switch
Rican
it up
in
with the
him,
race? I just hit you with facts. I just hit you with facts.
I hit you with
Word.
facts too.
Stop it.
No, you stop it.
Now we're going to put Rolly on the pound-for-pound list because he has
Not
3
yet.
divisions. Shut the hell
Not
up.
yet. Not yet. But
You
if Rolly
crazy.
if Rolly Romero will unify with what's dude's name? Not Patty Donovan.
Oh,
The
if
other
you playing the if game again? If my aunt had a dick, she'd be my uncle? If.
From my
Come on.
personal and from my humble opinion, I got Rolly Romero beating Brian Norman Jr. Yeah, I'll say it right here. He beats him.
And
He
listen,
beats him. He kicks him.
I'm gonna tell you something. Rolly got about the same amount of flaws. He got flaws.
Yo,
too,
you
bro.
go crazy, bro.
Bro, wait. I'm gonna ask you something, bro. When you look into a fight, like, how do you look at the fighter? I look to see what flaws does the fighter have that could.
Well,
the other
flaws.
fighter
Everyone's
could use
gonna
to
have
advantage.
flaws, Papa. Everyone's gonna have flaws.
But no,
What
but
I
they're
look
not
in
gonna
a
have
fight
the
is
same
the
flaws.
opponent.
You're right.
It's
Hold
the
on.
opponent
Wait,
and
wait,
the
wait.
people. Go ahead.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
Wait. Can I address
Yeah.
this? Can I address this?
Yeah.
Triangle theories are for dummies, right? Check this out, right? Now, triangle theories are a way of having the last thing that you have to go on by that fighter. It doesn't solidify a win. It doesn't mean this, but it gives you a range, a judgment. That's what a triangle theory can do. You can't base it off this guy beats this guy, so he should beat this guy. That kind of triangle theory won't. But if you use a triangle theory as a measuring stick, that's a different way to use it. That's how I use it. I use it by, okay, this guy can beat him, he could beat him, but remember what I said, I don't think he could beat him. He would have to prove that. Mario Barrio would then have to beat Rolly. You understand?
Rolly.
So a triangle theory doesn't work in the fact that he beat him, so he should be able to beat him. No, it doesn't work that way. But a measuring stick,
Works, no?
that's what you got. That's the only thing you got to go off their last fights. That's all the information you should have.
And if I'm honest, Hugo, pound for pound is opinionated, bro. You can't really go base.
I lost you, callers.
Nah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
No, I lost him.
Well, nah,
I lost. Speak the truth.
Yeah, nah, he'll have back on right now, bro. He probably got disconnected or a phone call. Nah, man, but you know, bro, like that's why I come here, bro, just to speak facts, to speak my opinion. Some of them I fact check them with Google AI, and this is my opinion that Mario Barrios was the best 147 pounder at the time. It's my opinion. You know, I think that Ryan Garcia beating Mario Barrios is a better win than Devin Haney beating Brian Norman Jr. Mario Barrios has a better resume. He's been in and more championship rounds. He's been in there with better competition, and he's never lost.
But you know what the beautiful thing is?
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay, Mario Barrio, what you should have said was Mario Barrio has a better start than Ryan Garcia. But Ryan Garcia's career is far from over. You know, Ryan Garcia has the ability to add to his legacy here. So, you know, as far as right now, Mario I never doubted, or the question or the topic was Mario Barrio a better accomplished fighter than Ryan Garcia? That's hands down. He was a better accomplished fighter. And I give Mario Barrio, he held that WBC title for quite some time. He had some unfortunate, you know, matchups, 2 draws back to back. And I clown about that and everything, but just in my opinion, he was not the best 147 pounder at the time.
So who was?
Well, look, that's subjective, I guess, if you want to put it that way.
From your opinion.
Because when Brian Norman Jr. came off that knockout with Jin, although Jin wasn't highly ranked or anything like that, Mario Barrio were taking gimme fights with Manny Pacquiao, a legendary fighter that didn't deserve that fight. So when Mario Barrio, excuse me, sir, excuse me, I'm talking.
No, bro, let's talk though. Let's talk.
Okay, but wait.
You want to call Mario Barrios a gimme fight with Manny Pacquiao? Manny Pacquiao, an 8-division world champion.
Oh my God! Just be quiet, Hugo. Stop. You start opening up other cans and respectfully chill. What I'm saying to you is that was a gimme fight. 100% twice on Sundays. Doesn't matter what Manny did once upon a time. He came out of a 5-year retirement. He was on a no fucking ranking system, and he just became the #1 mandatory out of the blue. That is a gimme fight. So when your champion was fighting gimme fights with a legend that shouldn't have been fighting in with the ring or didn't deserve that fight, and no country, not even 5% of people could say Manny deserved that, right? So it was just his star status, and we all understood it. But when your champion is not fighting the #1 guy or unifying championships or doing anything else, it's hard for you to come up here. And then the outcome of the fight with the legend that had 5 years inactivity, you want to draw with that guy? With a 46-year-old, you want to draw with? That's what you did? But you're supposed to be the great. And then when Jin is knocking out a Japan dude in Japan, a Japanese fighter, and he's waking up saying, I can't remember the last 30 days of my memory. Brian Norman Jr. knocked that Japanese dude 30 days back into time. Talk about time travel.
Win makes you,
excuse
one
me.
knockout win makes you a better?
Wait, excuse me. I'm not here to debate that with you. What I'm debating with you are facts. When Brian Norman Jr. did that and that Japanese said that, the world and social media ate that up, didn't they? Whether or not you're impressed by the knockout, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about what it was. And then your guy is fighting Manny Pacquiao. And we gotta give him credit for this, which, okay. But although it was probably a great honor to share the ring with Manny Pacquiao, respectfully for Mario Barrio, I can't tell you what that would feel like. That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about you taking a fight and avoiding the rest of the division just to give the legend a chance. So it's up to you as a viewer. You have at it for the fight. But what I'm telling you was, you win a draw with him. Not even a win would have validated you as the best 147 pounder. When Brian Norman Jr. was doing that at the time, and there was just, look, what was the division like back then? Who was, let me think. Hold on, give me 1 second. at the time at 147. Okay,
At
wait.
147, it was Mario Barrios, Brian Norman Jr. The IBF was vacant because Boots had vacant it, and
Okay, that's what was going on. Right.
and the
I'm talking
WBA was
about in the
vacant.
time,
Yeah,
in the
yeah,
time
yeah,
frame,
yeah,
because
yeah.
Lewis Crocker wasn't the champion back then.
No. He fought for the vacant when
When Gerard Boots, and then
vacated
Gerard Boots Ennis had the WBA
vacated,
too, and then
and he
Rolly was
vacated.
elevated. Right.
Yeah, he
Okay.
vacated.
Right.
Yeah,
Exactly. That's what it was. So Gerard Boots Ennis was obviously the best 147 pounder over
Of
Mario
course, and I
Barrio.
agree with you with that one, and I'm not gonna debate you in that one because he was the man in the division. And let's remember that Tañones was also there. Tañones was a WBA.
Yeah, so he at what point in time was Mario Barrio the best 47 100-pound champion? At what was the period when Gerard Boots Ennis moved up, Lewis Crocker became the champion, and Rolly, and then Devin beat.
Those two.
So he was the best 147 pounder in your mind for 3 months.
And I'll take that. So what? But he was the man in the division. And
Oh
he
my God!
overruled-
Stop it.
Yeah, brother. He overrules Brian Norman Jr.
He didn't overrule him. He didn't beat him. He didn't. Devin did his dirty work.
Bro, all right, you talk. Let me talk a little bit now.
Okay.
Brian Norman Jr. knocked out Jin Sasaki that was coming off a unanimous decision win against a 29-14 fighter. He
Okay.
had 14 lost on his resume, the guy that Jin Sasaki had beat. That gives no credibility. You're telling me that a guy that lost 14 times, you can't finish him? That guy was a motherfucking cherry.
You want to play that game? Do you want to play that game?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, let's play it, bro.
Okay.
Let's play it. I got box right here.
Okay. You want to play this game?
Okay. Of course.
No
Let's
problem.
go.
We'll play this
Let's go.
game.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll play this game. You really gonna
Okay.
sit here and give me that old thing about breaking down people's records and saying, oh, he had 14 losses and then okay, hold on.
What's
Really?
a better win? What's a better win for you, though? Let me ask you this.
No.
What's a better win? No. Let me ask you this question. What's a better win for you? Yordenis Ugas or Jin Sasaki? What's a better title defense for you?
Old man or Ganis Ugas?
Here we go.
Old man or young in his prime, Jin Sasaki?
Jin Sasaki, you call that his prime?
You mean Ugas that came into the fight with a wheel? He had a walker. He had a walker, and on the bottom of it had tennis balls.
Crazy.
The worn down fighter Ugas that got beat the fuck up with arrowed and what?
Hold on. You're telling me Jin Sasaki, the dude that got knocked out by Andy Hirioka? That Jin Sasaki? That Jin Sasaki, huh? That got knocked out by Andy Hirioka.
And the same Andy Hirioka that got over a 90% knockout ratio that was knocking out everybody in Japan? That guy?
Well, you're telling me that the guy
Andy Hirioka that just went toe-to-toe with the champion, Gary Antoine Russell, and in many people's eyes, they think he won the fight?
You want to talk about your Dennis? You're talking about your Dennis Ugas, the guy that lost to Sean Porter, a first ballot Hall of Famer, the guy that beat Manny Pacquiao, a first ballot Hall of Famer, the guy that beat Omar Figueroa, of the first ballot Hall of Famer. Oh, you're telling me the guy that beat the young, hungry Abel Ramos that won yesterday? I want to say those wins are aging well.
You want to know something? Well. You want to know something, right?
I want to know everything.
You pointed out all that for Ugas, and you forgot to point it out for your guy Mario Barrio, because you're real good on pointing out what those guys did because of your guy fighting him on his night, but you forget to point out things for your guy. That's not going to validate you. An Ugas win is not going to validate you. The best 147 pounder. It's not going to do it, buddy.
We're comparing wins. I think that Yordenis Ugas is a better title defense than Jin Sasaki. I think that
No.
Fabian Medana is a better title defense than Fabian. Than Derek Cuevas. I'm right here debating with you what's better title defenses, a Maidana or a Cuevas, an Abel Ramos that you got a draw with but you didn't lose. Yeah, a Manny Pacquiao, an 8th division world champion that you didn't lose to but you got a draw with. But people want to just talk about that fight that you didn't beat him.
That's nasty work. You mean to tell me that a current world champion can't dust off a 47-year-old man that's coming off 5-year layoff? When we talk about 1-year layoff and ring rust, Manny Pacquiao didn't have ring rust. He was entirely rusted. Shut.
No, he wasn't, bro. No, he
But let me
wasn't.
tell you
Stop
something.
it.
Listen. I
Stop
don't
it.
care
No,
what
he
you
wasn't.
say, Hugo. 1 year out of the ring rust. 2 years is trending. Errol Spence Jr. is going on 400 days of inactivity, and that's alarming. Manny Pacquiao dwarfed that. 5 years without a professional fight. 5 years without fighting on the world stage. And you're sitting here trying to sell me the fact that the guy you're claiming is the best 147-pounder couldn't even beat that?
Well,
What he did, listen, brother, what he fought was a name. He fought the legend of Manny Pacquiao. He didn't fight Manny Pacquiao in his prime. Manny Pacquiao would have packed him up. So a 46, 5 years inactivity guy went the distance and a draw with you. You should be ashamed of yourself.
bro, it's a draw. You didn't lose.
You should be ashamed.
Lose.
That's what the current WBC best Mexican green belt champion can do. That's the best you got, and you want me to award you with shucks.
He's a better.
Shucks. He just had a bad night.
In your opinion,
Fuck outta
Ryan
here,
Norman
bro.
Jr. was the man in the division. In my opinion, Mario Barrios was the best man in the division.
The problem is
titles.
the problem is that you want to make it.
Let's not forget that there was 2 vacant belts, so there was only 2 people to choose from. All right, let's keep that in mind here. Because
For
the
10
WBA
seconds, Rolly got elevated in 24 hours from the time that belt was vacated. So that was for 10 seconds. There was 3 champions right away.
Round one,
and Rolly, no, wait a minute. And according to the WBA rules, if I'm not mistaken, when Rolly beat Ryan for that he was the regular champion. So there was a champion in the division.
No, but I'm talking about before that Rolly and the Ryan fight, because even then,
if you're talking about that, then Jerron Boots Ennis had the belts.
But he vacated for a while.
Yes, but it wasn't on that. No, it wasn't on the same time date. From the moment Jerron Boots Ennis vacated that belt, 24 hours later they elevated Rolly, and he already had the regular.
Well, in my opinion, I think
and Jerron had the IBF.
He vacated that one too.
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, it was for 10 seconds. There's no stretch that Mario Barrio was the best 47. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Hugo.
For me, he was.
You can have passion for the dude. What you should have said was,
for me, he was.
For me, he was the best, and I can't knock you for having an opinion about your guy, but to make it a fact amongst you're gonna have to prove your case. I'm sorry, but if you being a fan of Mario, man, shit, rock with Mario Barrio, bro. And if you deem him as a more better champion and he has some unfortunate breaks, that would be your opinion. I can accept that. What I can't accept is that you say he was the best, and I'm just like, no, because there were fighters like Jerron Boots Ennis in the division.
No,
they
bro,
were just
better. Jerron was the man in the division. Was the man, the lineal champion, the unified champion. He was the man. I'm talking about from the time that he vacated the belt to the time that Mario Barrios lost his belt. In my opinion, it was Mario Barrios the man in the division. Now, hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you. I'm just smoking.
All right.
Whenever I cut the screen, it's because I'm smoking and I don't want to show it for the kids.
Let me ask you a question.
I don't smoke on the screen.
I feel you, dog. let me ask you a question. So there was breaking news yesterday. I don't know if you were watching the
Yep.
fights with volume, but what do you think about Edgar Berlanga versus Chris Eubank Jr.? That
I
fight
was
is
just
getting
talking.
finalized.
I was just talking a front line with that, and I want that fight for so many different reasons.
You like it?
One, Puerto Rico got to get one back on the UK. They're beating our ass right now. So
Well, Edgar Berlanga is not Puerto Rican; he's American. Let's remember, right?
shut up.
No,
Shut up.
right? I
No,
mean,
no. You don't get to dictate that. You don't get to dictate the way the man carries himself.
Get to dictate us then? How do you guys get to dictate who's Mexican and who's American?
I never did. I asked you, are you guys going to accept them?
Frontline that? Where's frontline that?
I never. Don't confuse my words. I'm always respectful, and I always say, "Hey, are you guys claiming him?" I never say the right for who the guys you can cheer for. Don't ever come up here and say no dumb shit like that. No, because
go ahead,
because all right. So I need this fight back for the UK. I think that Berlanga can beat this guy. I think he can beat him. Listen. I think he can beat him. I want the fight, but listen, not the UK. Dalton Smith knocked out my Subriel, and fucking Hamza there fucking knocked out Edgar Berlanga. We got to get that back in blood. We got to get that back in blood. We're not running. Edgar, if you hear me, make that fight happen. Make it happen. We need that back, bro. We got to run this shit back, man.
So, there's only one little thing that's like holding up the final contract from what I've been told, and it's that Chris Eubank Jr. wants to fight at 164, and Edgar Berlanga's telling him, no way, dude, I can't go down to 164. You come up to 168. Let's remember that Chris Eubank Jr. his last two fights were at 160. So he wants to meet halfway, right? He wants to be like, yo, bro, come down. You sacrifice a little bit. I'll sacrifice a little bit, and we'll meet at 164. So that's the only thing that's holding everything back. You know?
Listen, Captain, you don't got to bring that up. You know what I'm saying? Captain, yo, Captain, keep that same energy. We coming out there, bro. We gonna get that back. Yo, I love boxing, right? One day you're up, one day you're down, and one day you're borrowing fighters from another. Trust me. I love when I get on you haven't been around, but Bulbos, Low Key, a lot of other guys in the chat, we've been doing the Mexico Puerto Rico thing. So the other night, a Mexican was fighting, but we didn't have a Puerto Rican fighter. So they made us pick the other guy. So on that night we adopted him. We made him Puerto Rican. We were laughing, and then our new acquired Puerto Rican ended up winning the fight. So what that means is what I spoke about earlier. There was a lot of years that Puerto Rico didn't have no champions. And what we had were our country fellow men, like Latin countries. Mexico was one of them. And I cheered for Saul on many nights when we were down bad. Now that we got a little bit of champions and we feeling, we got our guys, we can cheer for them. Now we want to act like what? Mexico wasn't keeping it alive for us as Latin fighters. You know what I'm saying? So you see, I cover boxing. I'm not a fan of anything. You see what I'm saying? And I acknowledge and I see all of this. I love all fighters, but I mostly love all Latin countries. Every one of you. Santo Domingo, Cuba, Spain, Mexico, everything. Without Latin boxing, I would turn the TV off. Without Latin boxing, in boxing, there's nothing to watch. The rivalry between Mexico and America, the rivalry between Mexico and Japan now, that shit is popping off. America versus everybody. You know how they do. Puerto Rico versus Mexico rivalry. Are you fucking out of your mind? If you take Mexico out of boxing, I'm turning off the TV. There's nothing to watch. I respect my rivals. I appreciate Mexican boxing because without you guys, there's nothing to watch. Okay? The competitive nature of two men going out there and slugging it out. I know it gives us pride and put up our flag, but at the end of the day, I don't watch boxing for that. I watch boxing for skill. That I love it. I love knockouts never get old. Watching a man flat on his back in front of his family, that shit never gets old for me. Watching the face expression of the guy you're fighting, you know, they come in the fight all cocky. Edwin, I'm gonna fuck you up. Take the first shot. Oh yeah, and then somewhere in between the fight, you can see he doesn't want to be there anymore. Watching him, the fear consume him. In a street fight, watching him call out to his boy. Seeing all that, yo, there's no other feeling fighting, bro, that gets to you. For me, it may be weird to say, but every time I would beat a guy, I felt like I took his energy when I was younger. I at least I thought that in my head. You know, I told myself that if I beat you, like I absorbed your, like I was on some crazy shit when I was younger. Like the fighting, yo, that shit does not get boring for me. So
hell no.
So when I watch all these boxers and shit, I'll talk shit and shit. And you got to watch how I talk. I'm critical to a lot of boxers, but I'd never say that a boxer sucks. Because shout out to all the men and women that lace it up and go in there and dare to be great.
Fact.
Thank you for giving me something to watch and entertain. And Hugo comes up here, Frontline, all of us, and we talk about it. We got something to talk about. Thank you. Thank you for giving me that. Thank you for allowing me to speak about a sport that I can't shut off in my head. I can't. I wake up, want to fight, I go to sleep, but it allows me to channel it, talk about it, put it somewhere, rather than into the wrong place in my life where I am out there. I get this all out here. This is my therapy. You understand? So don't ever get it fucked up. I'm not a fan of no boxers. And just because I got these guys behind me, they represent boxing. I am loyal to only one thing, and that is boxing. That is it. So listen, fight fans, it's been 3 hours. My girl needs my attention. I'm going to go squeeze her butt. And Hugo, you are the fucking best. Listen, brother, don't run away. Don't shy away. Come over to the panel. The chat loves you. Round One Sports Talk, they love you here. You know what I'm saying? Come here, pop your shit, Hugo. You're always a student of boxing, and I always appreciate you, Hugo. So, fight fans, I'm on to the next one after this one here at Round One Sports Talk. You guys have been amazing.